Intel Electronics presents the Intellivision Gamer.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Intellivision Show, episode 31. I'm your host, the Intellivision Gamer. Now, I appreciate you all being here today. We're going to do a game of horse racing live, and we have a special guest, Cyrus from Super Mega Graphics 64. Now, he's the original guy that did horse racing live. I'm not sure that he called it that, but he's the guy that we first saw it on and fell in love with the idea. So he is going to be the guest co-host for that game today. Now, we're also going to have the rest of the show. We have Intellivision news. We have a mail call segment. We have a homebrew highlight on the 2019 game from Cote Gamers, Maria. And I recently played that for the first time, and it's actually pretty cool. We'll get into that in a few minutes. And the video for gameplay is going to come out at 6 a.m. Eastern tonight. I try to have it go with the homebrew highlight. So the next day or later that night, that will be the video when it works out like that. I actually had it coming out today. I'm like, well, I don't want it to come out before I talk about it. So I moved it to tomorrow. We're also going to have a video highlight and a few other things. We're going to have some updates. We're going to talk about how to get a free ROM from a game from the Tiny Contest. We're going to talk about some other cool stuff that I didn't even get to put in the description. So I was really prepared this week. I don't know if you guys remember last week. I was at the funeral all day. I had zero preparation, nothing, just kind of winged it. Luckily, it was a gameplay night, but I feel like I'm redeeming myself this week. Let's hope it all goes smooth as planned. All right, guys. So make sure to give the video a like and sub if you like Intellivision content, because lately, for I would say at least a month, I've been putting out content daily. Every 12 hours, you've got a video of another game, Homebrews and the original 125. You've got the weekly show. And fairly soon here, I'm going to be adding in a mix of a few other videos from ideas that I have been saving. I hope to add one every week or two as time permits. But doing all these gameplay videos, let me tell you, it's been taxing me. There's several times, like you guys heard me say, that I almost didn't make it, like we're going to have to miss one. Not that it's a big deal, but once I'm doing it every 12 hours, I'm trying to maintain that. So you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Discord under the same name, the Intellivision Gamer. So let's go ahead and welcome everyone in chat. I know there's a lot of people in already. Benville was first. Welcome, sir. IR Geek. Hello, friends. Let me click all these so they get on there. Eric Lamb. Good to see you, sir. Eric's saying he's not going to be able to stick around long, but he's here for a little while. And we have Pierre. Good to see you, Pierre. Tom Jarvis. Evening, sir. Evening, sir. Kurt Bradshaw. Metal Torso. Good to see you as well. A lot of it, we see you guys, each other on a lot of different YouTube streams. It's always good to see the same crew around. EE Buckeye. We got here. Salvatore. Recently saw you on the show. And I'll be seeing you next month. Really looking forward to that. That's one thing I forgot to put in here is I need to start talking about PRGE and the fun stuff coming. I just saw we're in a big group text, and all of us that go, or most of us that go there every year, and I saw where our table, the mega booth's going to be, and it's pretty good location. I'm looking forward to bringing you guys lots of videos and pictures while I'm there. And I'm thinking about maybe going live at the Intellivision booth and just leaving a camera up. I got to talk to the other guys first, or maybe I'll just do it for parts of it so you guys can kind of get a look of the Intellivision booth, see what happens during the day and kind of check out everyone walking by. Might be interesting. Make sure I don't miss anyone here. Marbs Man, welcome, sir. Welcome. Salzatari and Retro World, welcome, welcome. 8-Bit Widgets, Caleb, you're going to come up and part of this. I'm going to bring up the news about the event on the 31st, and also, if you're here still, or I'll reach out to you. I want to get you on after that event. Drew, yes, pumping game videos out. And whenever they're 2-player, I am not forcing, but asking my son to come up and play them. The recent Sea Battle You know, we did like 4 or 5 games that were 2-player. We knocked them out and spread them out a little bit. Sea Battle was fun. I had that as a kid. I had to relearn how to play it a little bit because, I mean, I kind of knew, but I had lost all my skill on that one, and I had to show him how to play. Sean, what's up? Sean has a big birthday coming up Friday. It's going to be 50 something. He's got me by 5 years. I never let him forget it. Almost to the bottom here. Yes, also the MCP, that as well. We'll talk about that as well. Yes. All right. We're caught up on chat. I have a quick channel update, and then we'll bring on our guest. So if you guys don't already know, I have been working. I'm sure you guys have seen them. They're probably flooding YouTube. I now have 78 of the 125 original games. I have gameplay videos, and it's been quite a feat to keep those going. I'm also nearing 40 in the Homebrew playlist. And, you know, you can just go to the main area on YouTube and go to videos, or you can click on playlists if you don't know about that. And I have one for the original 125, and I have one for Homebrew. And it's getting quite interesting because there's a lot of games that I had never played before, even in the original 125, that I have now been able to play, and a lot of Homebrew so far. And I'm only about 35 to 40 deep for the Homebrew games, and it's been fun. You know, I'm finding there's some games that I had no clue about, and I'm really liking them. And, you know, now I'm going to have to make them a Homebrew highlight soon, and then get into them deeper for gameplay in one of the future episodes, because there's some good ones out there that just never knew. I'm also gathering the names. I've been talking about it, but it's been a busy few weeks. I've had something literally like every single day. I've only had like half a day here and half a day there in weeks. And this week and next week are pretty much the same way. But I'm gathering the info to do the giveaway for the participation. I have all the stack of papers. I mean, it's quite a stack. We've done a lot of horse racing live games. And the problem was I found them all. And a lot of times on those papers, I'm only writing the first names. Well, we have some people with the same names. I got to go back on all the shows, make sure I get everyone's first and last name. And I have the dates and the show numbers, so it won't be too bad. But there's a lot of them, so I got to get everyone's name. I'm going to do it this week, and we're going to give that thing away next week. So we are doing that giveaway next week for sure. I've got it in there. I've got everything ready. Just need to go through the data. So that we're going to do that. Make sure you check it out. I'm going to try to do a post and saying who's in there. And if for some reason I don't have you in there and you feel like you should be, send me a message and I'll add you in there. Now I'm getting close to 500 subs. I have well over 3,000 watch hours, which is what you need to start doing polls and memberships and all those sorts of things on YouTube. So I'm not there yet on subs. I'm like at almost 460 the last I looked. They've been coming pretty regularly lately. So when I hit 500 subs, I'm going to do another giveaway, and I'm going to do a post probably on a video, and all you're going to have to do is come like it, you know, make a comment, you know, please add me to the giveaway, or, you know, whatever you want to say in there, and I'll add you. And then as soon as that goes through and we hit 500, that next show, I'm going to give away a copy of Intellivision. Now, that is a really good game. It is also hard to get. I happen to have a few copies. Let me see right there. So I'm going to give away one of those bad boys once we hit 500 subs. And I don't know if I should put a post about it and do a little video and post it in the groups. I don't want to look like I'm begging for subs. It's not for that. It's just I want to give something away. I haven't done anything about when I reach certain milestones, but I feel like 500 is a good one to do that with. So without further ado, let's welcome our special guest, the originator of Horse Racing Live, and my friend and fellow YouTuber and Rumbler, Cyrus from Super Mega Graphics 64.
Yo,
what's going on? Welcome.
What's up? You know, I was told when I was growing up that I needed to quit horsing around, but it didn't take, apparently.
I know when you used to do those, I loved seeing them. I don't even know how many of them you did. That was early on for me. But whenever I'm thinking about, you know, we did poker and blackjack, which was, you know, everyone in chat versus you, and that works to a point. But horse racing is so much better for that. You know, it's a little more exciting. You can call and talk to it. about the races, and you can have 6 people playing on their own and not just waiting for everyone to, all right, first one to say something and then wait for that delay. Horse racing, then we got our own version of the game, which is really cool, from David Harley of Intelligent Vision. That makes it so much better even yet. So let me catch up on chat here, and then we'll do the homebrew highlight. So we don't have a big group of us today, but I just saw Maria for the first time. Our buddy Cyrus here, he has not seen Maria, so we're going to get 2 opinions after we show it off and play it. But first, we're going to catch up on chat. Michael Hayes, welcome. Welcome, Michael Hayes.
I do remember the song Maria.
Yeah. Well, are you talking about the country one, My Maria?
No. I was thinking of with Santana. Remind me of a West Side Story. You remember that? No, not really.
I've listened to Santana, but I'm not sure if I would probably have to hear that one.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That was when Santana did that album with all those other people. They like came on, and it's like a super album,
Santana, he's Sal's Atari and Retro World. I love the Castlevania series. Would love to play some Intellivision. It's a really good game. It's well done. I haven't played it in a while now, but I figure, if you're going to give something away, when I get to 500 subs, you might as well give away something good and that people want. And Intellivision is one of those games that people want, and it's a good game to have. Metal Torso would be nice if you give $500 for 500 subs. Yeah, that would be nice. Are you offering for the donation? I'll gladly give it away and add you as a sponsor.
when you do your giveaway, I'll come on and do give it away now. Give it away.
We're gonna you can do all that stuff. We're gonna add everyone's name to that big spinny wheel thing that we were playing the other day. Telling us what I really enjoyed that, by the way. I can't wait till we do that again. None of us get to pick a game, we just play whatever it lands on. And a lot of people message saying, that was really cool to watch. And, you didn't pick anything. It just spun the wheel and everyone had to do it. Well, not had to, but did. IR Geek says, horse racing here, great fun. And Cyrus does an awesome call. Yes, he does.
No pressure.
David Harley is a genius. Yes, he does a lot of cool stuff for us. And for gamers, he does really good stuff. He has to be motivated properly, though. He doesn't just make something because, he did my horse racing game because I asked, but I've known him for decades. He usually works on stuff that he likes and games that he had or has a connection to, and he has good ideas that he already has in mind to make them better. And that's where he really shines, is because it's already a game he loves. And he's played it a lot, and he knows what he wants to do to improve it.
How hot is it? How hot is it there right now, Casey? Because you look very warm.
It's not warm up here. I have the AC. They're freezing downstairs because to get it to the right temperature up here, I got to turn it down low, and I got to do it. I come in and I tell Alexa, because I can't let my wife hear because she'll turn it off. She's always cold, and I'm always hot. So. But it is sunny California, and it's still daytime here. It's in the 90s today.
It was 106 here today.
Woo! That's hotter than it was here. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty warm.
Sal's Atari in Retro World says, Cyrus, how are you?
Well, I got this thing with my left ankle. It pops sometimes. I don't know what's going on with that. And no, I'm good.
Was it Witchy Woman that you were talking about, Santana?
Maybe. I'm
not sure if that's that one though. Witchy Woman. Maybe.
I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Yeah, Sal says, only problem is I need to buy myself an Intellivision. Well, luckily you can get a decent working console fairly reasonably on eBay or from collectors or Atari Age. It's not too hard to get one. Now, if you want a big lot with a bunch of games, that might get pricey.
67 degrees, Metal Torso. What the hell? Like,
woo!
I'm
still trying to catch up to the. That's nice. Where you don't need the heater, you don't need the AC. My bill is super expensive every month because I run the AC like a madman. David says those wives always causing trouble for us. Yes, but luckily mine puts up with all of this.
Yeah,
I can't. And I have another hobby, believe it or not, that is more expensive than this. RC racing on a high level, and that's cost me more than my game addiction.
you are a madman. You're not just doing things like a madman. You are literally a madman.
I go all in when it's a hobby I like. 67, man, that would be awesome. Eric says, "Yep, I didn't pay too much for my Intellivision, just have to shop a bit." Yeah, and if any shows, that's a good place to go as well. Obviously PRGE is coming up. There's a lot of small shows around different areas. Find one in your area. I just keep adding them when I find one on Facebook, even though they're all far from me, unless they're on the West Coast. I always add them so I can keep a lookout. If I'm ever out in that area, I'm going to definitely stop by any of them. I'm hoping to make one next year, but my house edition, which I thought was going to be done by Christmas time, is probably going to be pushed to the first part of the year. And in April, we got the Midwest Gaming Classic, and I cannot be gone for a 2-week plus vacation right in the middle of a house edition. So I may have to postpone that another year. We had already been making some good plans. Got the wife to buy in. We're going to go to amusement park as well, visit family on the way back in Nebraska. So we're definitely going to do it the following year if we can't make it this year. But I'm excited to get to another show other than PRGE. Not that I don't like PRGE. I look forward to that for the following
Wait a minute,
year.
what are you talking about? You talking trash about PRGE? What's going on? What is this?
And it's coming up in September. I can't wait. I'm getting excited. Everyone's starting to talk about it now. Creeper, what is going on?
You guys with your fall-like temperatures. I'm like, what's going on?
Oh,
like, what is?
I can't believe you're hotter than here.
It's insanely hot. It's not good.
Metal Torso, you should do a show on your RC racing. That would be cool to see. Yeah, I could do that one time, just like a little clip of the track running. I used to run tracks. I've ran several over the years. I've worked with tracks all over Central California, putting together different point series, where you do 1 or 2 races at each track. I've ran my own tracks, both dirt off-road and on-road, all 1/10 scale electric. But these days...
I don't believe you. I think you're lying.
These days, I'm trying to settle down. A couple of years ago, I had a spot on my lip, ended up being, I can't even pronounce it right, squamous cell carcinoma. I had cancer on my lip. And if I didn't go in, it could have spread. Luckily, or at least knock on some wood, they say they got it all. But I started to slow down a little bit after that. Spending more time at home with the family, I stopped running the track, stopped working as much OT so I could buy more stuff. So starting to do better. So it's been a few years and nothing's came back. So I'm really happy about that and hope it stays gone. Cancer sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Chuck, what's going on, Chuck? Do you have Maria? The homebrew game I'm talking?
Chuck did a stream today, and I didn't get a notification until he was ending. And then I went, and he was saying goodbye, and I'm like, "What the hell?" I just got the note.
That happens to me all the time, and I message him whenever that happens. Like, I'll get a message, and it'll say, he's streaming, and I click it, and it's already over. Or when it does tell me right away, I send him a screenshot. I click it, and it won't let me in. Like, it just, like, I got stuck the other day. It said, "You have a Maria ROM?" I didn't even know there was a ROM. Huh. That's a homebrew highlight this week. I did not know there was a ROM. So I tell him that. It's like I have so many issues when I try to watch people on Rumble not telling me right or not letting me in. I don't know why, but I miss whenever y'all did it on YouTube every day.
I don't know, man. I think it's a conspiracy. Like, I think that the people in charge of these platforms don't like us. And so they're like deliberately
the small guys.
Yeah. No, us specifically. Like, I think it's us. Yeah. They're like, they don't like you or me or Chuck or whatever. They have some grudge against us that we don't know about. And they're using their power to try to get rid of us. I think that's what's going on.
The ROM is on the website. If I would have known that, I would have had you loaded it on your LTO flash that you have.
Well, next time.
Yep.
We'll see what I may have played it, but I just don't remember. So we'll,
like I told you before we came on, see what you think though. Jeff, what's going on? Go Game Go. Jeff, welcome to the show. We're just getting ready to show this week's homebrew highlight, and it is I got to make sure I don't dump things out because they do boxes a little bit different. Let me see if I can move this over. I forgot which button. There it is. Maria from Cote Gamers. I believe it's a 2019 game, and I'll take this apart and show you guys. It reminds me of Zelda. I mean, I believe that was the inspiration. You've got, top-down RPG type game. We'll show it off in a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the way these open. It's kind of like a tray, so things fall out. So you've got like a sleeve here, and that's how the same as like what is it? Norseman 2. They did 4 remakes of games, like Duke Nukem, but with their own box. Let me show you guys what's in here. There's actually quite a bit of stuff in here. The boxes look cool. I just don't like how stuff falls out and opens up.
I feel like I should be doing sign language as you're doing this. I go off to the side.
So here is an Intellivision. It looks like a postcard. I'm not really sure.
It looks like I'm looking in a portal, and there's an Intellivision on the other side. That's bizarre.
Yeah. It's a certificate of authenticity, and it shows it on the back. I like that 1080p. Hopefully, you guys are seeing that pretty clear. As you guys may know, I upgraded to 1080p on StreamYard, and it looks so much better.
Oh yeah.
Another card. Upside down.
Whoa. I thought I was upside down.
Yeah, I believe that's the box art. Because it's backwards when you go this way. So it says, Cote Gamers is proud to present Maria, a game by Nicholas. Oh boy, Croco. I was trying to read that afterwards. It's in French, I believe. Here's yet another card of some art for the game. Same thing as the last card, and another one.
A French
Cote
Intellivision
Gamers
game?
definitely puts out a lot of different things in their big box versions. So this is this is like a little mini book. And it might be in 2 languages. That could be, yes, it is. So that's some of it. That's definitely one I can't read. So this is a very nice thick manual here. There's also a business card in there. You've got a 3D printed, same artwork. Hopefully that shows up here. Can you see it? It's the same lady as the artwork. So it's this, and it says Maria. It's pretty much the same thing right there. I can see it, but it's not really showing up in the video.
More lies.
And mine didn't have the label on it, so I believe this is the label here. And I'll show you. The cart came without the label, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the label here, but it does not come on.
Are you supposed to put your own label on your cartridge?
I believe so on that one. And here are some overlays. Now, these are, sometimes you get homebrews, and they're actually like original type overlays, and you want to stick them in and play them. These are more like the thick paper that you use for collecting or looking at. I don't think you would want to put these in and play with them. But
look, I do what I want. You don't tell me what to do.
I don't think you'd find the buttons too well.
Chuck says this is all fake news. That's from Chuck.
So inside, like a lot of their games, there's some foam pieces. Then, like I just showed you, you have the cart. And then off to the side, which I haven't opened this yet. I have opened it on another game, and it's going to take me a while to get it this small again, to get it back in there. But I need to show you guys. It is a little poster. Oh, that could be handy. So on this side, you have the Maria artwork. And on this side, you have the world, all the maps. That would be very helpful.
It's like rolled up like a pirate map.
Yes. They do that with all their games. And so now it's going to be hard to get that sucker back. But that's what I do during the week after the show, is put everything back. A lot of times I get stuff piled up. Like, where is it? You can see these games right here, down here. And I had a bunch off here as I'm making the videos and going through Homebrew highlights. And then one day I'll be like, all right, I'm going to put everything away. So a lot of times
I got all my stuff. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to my stuff?
Let me catch up on chat here. Not too much since we did that.
I sold all my stuff. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't.
Let's petition for Darkwing Duck Homebrew for Intellivision. With better gameplay than on the TurboGrafx 16, though, right?
Hey, look. You want? Okay, you know what? You're hosting this by yourself. I'm out of here.
I heard it was good. Chuck said he didn't like it, but maybe I heard it was really hard.
It's an angry video game nerd thing. Like everyone's decided that it's not good, but it is, and I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it anymore. I'm tired of collective internet think. Make up your own mind about your games.
I remember thinking I wanted to try it just because I love platformers, and that's one game I never had for my TurboGrafx 16. And I've now come to the realization that my chair is slowly leaking by. I can start at the level I want to be at, and I just slowly it drains. And every time I sit, I'm like, why am I all the way down again? And finally, I'm like, yeah,
we could just do the show like this. It'll be fine.
I'm pretty much bottomed out, so it's good. All right, so let's show you guys the game, and then we'll move on. Showed you everything there. I really like it. I want to play a little bit more into it. It reminds me of Zelda. Let's see what you guys think. Everything's almost ready here. I don't want you to miss the...
Oh, are we about to see Maria?
No, I don't want to.
You still haven't done your update.
Yeah, I don't want to do my update right now.
I want you to do it.
All right, so here we go. We're both on there small. We'll have the game in the middle.
Am I throwing you off? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to throw you off.
Sean says, vice grips for the chair. It's a gaming chair. I don't want it to be just sinking all the time. I'm definitely not buying another $350 chair.
It's a feature of sinking chair.
All right, so let's check it out. Cote Gamers presents Maria.
Oh, my.
Now, I'm probably going to have to turn this one up. I'm still not going through OBS, so the sounds are coming through my mic. I'm fairly certain I need to get to where I'm doing these through OBS only, but StreamYard's so easy when you're having a guest.
It is easy.
We are doing beginner mode just because I barely tried it the other day. Maria wants to go back home in hell. Oh, boy. So you can see, I mean, it's a top-down RPG. You collect things. As you see, as we scroll through, it really reminds me of Zelda.
Is there no music in this game?
I don't know.
I've gotten so used to these homebrews having music.
I'm not sure. I don't know if it was an option, and I can't remember if there was options. Like I said, I just barely put this game in to make that video. Was it yesterday or the day before?
I've never seen this before. This is the first time I've seen this.
I've known about it. I've had it. I've seen the back of the box. So I just collected that. And it did take me a little bit. If you watch the video that comes out tomorrow morning, you'll see that I didn't touch anything over here in my items area where you see the little purple for quite a while. But towards the end, I finally realized if you hit the side button and then you hit the keypad, those are 1 through 9 on the keypad, and hit enter, you can wear it, or whatever it is, and you can see I now have 3 circles of the 5 above my head. I believe when I wore that, something I went up in skill level or whatever it is.
Interesting.
And I forget how long I played it for. I got to the lower level. The beginning, I'm sure it's harder. I'm on the easy mode. Like there's something else. To enter. So now I'm wearing it. See, now I have 4 of 5. Uh-oh, it says I got cursed.
Well, you are the jinx.
Not on this channel, I'm not.
Oh, well, la-di-da.
I should have had the map out. Okay, so now I have a sword, and I'll equip myself with that. So I don't know what happened there. I got cursed, and then what's it got? And now I'm back to 1 of 5 above my head. I don't really know what that is yet.
Is that your life, maybe?
I don't know why. Item 2 blade. I'm not really sure.
It would be good
why.
to read
Oh,
the instructions. I bet the instructions tell us about this.
It might. That's a big book. I'm telling you, that book it comes with. So now I'm doing a blade. You can see the slice is a little different. I'm assuming my hit points are more, but I really don't know. I'm going to go just for a few minutes here, and I at least want to get somewhere and show you guys a different screen besides these blobs.
So this isn't like an action RPG.
I would say so. It reminded me a lot of Zelda, which happens to be the last Zelda game I played. I mean, I've tried other games from Zelda, but that's the only one I went all the way through and beat. So you have different items to collect, different things you can wear. You can trade them out. I actually don't know how to trade them out yet. I just learned how to wear them at the end of the video. And there are different levels. You level up. There are different, you go down to different, I don't know if it's a dungeon or, I'm going to try to get to one of those spots just so you guys can see. Gained a level. So I just leveled up. I don't even know what that is.
Seems like it's pretty complicated.
It's not bad.
There's a lot going on here.
Oops. I just discarded it. Where'd it go?
Oh, so you
that was an accident.
Wow. See, that's what I'm saying.
There
There's
we
a
go.
lot going on here. Yeah.
It's definitely not just a simple game. So there's a locked door. So you've got armor, different things you can get. You level up. It seems pretty good. I mean, I only played it for like 10 minutes, maybe like 2 minutes before that. To at least I have to learn what buttons to push when I'm making the gameplay video. I at least do that.
It's interesting. It's almost like a combination of a turn-based RPG and an action RPG.
Yeah, the way that the fighting is.
Yeah. Huh.
So we went down one, so we're here. You know, I haven't got real far. I don't know how much the game has to offer, but it seems like it's pretty fun to get into, especially if you like this genre. And it's just crazy that I've had this game for a long time and never stuck it in.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be careful. I'm sorry.
So this one, remember, like Zelda, whenever you go in some rooms and it locks until you kill all the guys. That's what this just did. It just locked me in until I kill them all.
This is called Maria.
Maria. They had a big box version, which is what I showed you. They also, like a lot of their games, they released a budget version, which was like $26, and it comes with a little box. In fact, let me show that.
Yeah, Salvador, a little bit like Gullibus. Yeah, a little bit.
So the size of this is the size of a full game, and you can see this is just a budget version. It comes with a little tiny box, and the card fell out. Comes with a little tiny box and a cart, and it's, you know, fairly cheap. They've done a few other games like that where they have the collector version and then the budget version. So we're gonna go ahead. That's enough for that one. So this one will be coming out on a Homebrew highlight gameplay video. I'll be playing it live and getting a little farther into it, 45 minutes to an hour at the most, sometime soon, just because it's something different than I've played on Intellivision. I played some games that are similar looking to this, but this one looks like it has some more depth to it. So I'm looking forward to getting into it a little bit more soon. But there is the Homebrew highlight for the week.
It needs like an original soundtrack by DJC.
Yeah, let me look real quick. Normal beginner mode. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see any options for music. So that's definitely kind of a bummer if there's no music, but
you could just play that music that Chuck plays during our golf games.
Oh.
No.
The soft core music.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I actually have DJC Intellivision music, and then I have all of Adon. Is it Toledo? I can't remember his last. All Adon's game music CDs. What do you call it? Oh my gosh, I just lost the word. The CDs from all the music from each game. There's like a bunch of them. What do you call that? I'm having a brain fart.
Red box, red. Damn it, they call it red box.
The soundtrack.
Red book audio.
The game soundtracks. I couldn't think of that word. I don't know why. Let me catch up here. So has anyone played Maria? What did you guys think of it? What did you think of it based on watching me play a little bit, Cyrus?
Well, I never played Maria, but I did know a Maria once upon a time, and let me tell you, it looks pretty good. It looks like it's kind of complicated, but in a good way. Like a bunch of options and things you can pick up pretty quick, and you know, there's not enough games like that on Intellivision, so that's pretty cool. I'm curious. I definitely want to play that.
That's what I was thinking. You know, it's something that you don't see every day on Intellivision. Cheese slime sounds delicious.
Oh, Chuck is writing the music for this game already in the chat.
Blinky and Blinky. Maybe a bit like, I don't know that game, Salvador. I had a Sega Master System, but I definitely didn't see that game.
Govelius is similar in some ways, but not. It's more action. That's a little bit more involved, I think. This Maria is.
Yes, Michael. Soundtracks. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. But Adon, they're on Atari Age. He can sell you any of them still, I believe. He makes them per order. I have every one he's put out. I like them. I think it's cool to have, especially if it's a game you like, and to also have the soundtrack. He's the guy that does a lot of that stuff for the games, and then he's able to put out the soundtracks. I believe that's part of him working on the games. He can do that. And they're fun to turn on and just listen to while you're up here playing.
I think I know why you couldn't think of that, because every time I come on with you, I throw you completely off. Like you have a very specific way of doing stuff, and you're like, you know, this is how it's going, and you're great at that. But then I come in and I'm just like a bowling ball hitting all your pins, you know, and you're like, what the hell's happening? So sorry about that.
You guys are great on the fly. You, Papa Pete, a lot of you guys are just roll with it and funny. And I'm funny like at work and like my natural environment. I haven't got comfortable enough to let out my brand of humor on live shows yet, because I'm mainly like information and here's all the stuff you could buy. And if you love Intellivision, check out this game. But at work, I'm one of the funny ones. You know, it's like I'm always cracking jokes and you know, we have a lot of fun at work. What's going on, Rick?
I'm an agent of chaos. Yes.
We'll be talking about Rick in the news like we usually do coming up here shortly. Drew says Cyrus is a chaos agent.
I'm like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught one.
So, yeah, Maria, what did I think of it? Like I said, it was a couple days ago. I played it, and I thought it was pretty cool. I'm not usually into RPGs, but I know they're not going to be overly complicated on the Intellivision. I wish it had music, but it was actually a fun game, and I made it the Homebrew highlight because I played it for the gameplay video and thought it was kind of cool and something you don't see every day on Intellivision. And I couldn't believe that I had it this long and never tried it. So I think it's pretty fun. It plays pretty well. I'll be getting into it more here shortly. One of these upcoming weeks, whenever I get into some Homebrew gameplay, deeper dives.
They said someone said there was a ROM. Is it for sale or is it like a free ROM? Or
I don't know. Guys, am I freezing up at all, or is it just Cyrus?
Am I freezing up? Oh,
yeah, you're freezing up and blocky, but it could be me. My kids, whenever we go on the show, I tell them, don't be streaming YouTube when I go on. It's just an hour or two. And if they do, you know, I'm out in the country, so my internet's only so good. So if they're streaming, it can cause me, sometimes I go back and I get grainy for a little bit, or, you know, I pause for a second. But if they stay off it, it usually runs pretty good. They said it's Cyrus.
I switched to 480p. I don't know if that'll help, but
DJC says Casey does only very, very dark humor, the deepest and darkest.
Indeed.
No, not that far. Kurt says, I have 4 of it on CDs. He does a great job. He really does. He does a lot of the music for a lot of games. People just don't realize he's the one doing them. Very talented. Oh, great. Here we go, Metal Torso. Casey has that Ted Bundy kind of humor. Oh, boy. DJC, Dragon Quest on Intellivision is a pure delight and the most insane full game I've ever seen. Yeah, that one is really, really impressive. This one is a similar type game. I believe it's original. I don't think Maria is Maria from something else? I've never seen it. I don't know if Michael Hayes or one of you guys would know. I don't know that Maria is original or not. To me it is. I've never seen it before. So the game is sold out even in the budget form. I don't believe it's been available for quite a while, but I need to check. I'll try to remember to check and put a link to the ROM. Cote Gamers website. Yeah, Michael Hayes says, I think it's original. And that's kind of impressive in itself. You know, whenever you have something that's an original game. I don't mind ports at all. Some people do. I love playing a good game. I like demakes, which is not a derogatory term like some people think. It's where you take a game that's on a better console and make it for a console from a previous generation. And it really shows off the talent of the programmer when they can pull that off, like Super Mario Brothers, like is it Dragon Quest? Dragon Quest. There's 2 names to that, and I always forget which one's which. But whenever they take games like that and put them out on an older console, it's really cool to see and play. I've almost beat Mario. I've got right towards the end on Intellivision. I haven't quite beat that. I beat it 100 times on the NES. I do want to beat it on Intellivision. I think I might do a video on that and play it for a bit.
Hey, let me pop off and come right back and see if I can fix this internet thing, because I did notice on your. Give me just a minute. I'll be back because I'm gonna run my cable over instead of using Wi-Fi here.
So all right, sounds good. I'll pop you back on as soon as I see you.
Okay.
All right, so if you want to copy Maria, I would recommend checking Atari Age, asking, does anyone have an extra copy? Maybe the budget version. That one's fairly cheap. I can't remember what these go for, but I'm sure it's more than the regular price once they're unavailable. I would also check eBay. I watch eBay like a hawk, like many of us collectors, and I don't see it too often. I'm not looking for it, but I don't see it too often. Yes, like Halo 2600. I bought that when it came out at PRGE. I was like, oh, I have to get this. Halo was supposed to be a PC game, ended up on Microsoft's Xbox. It's been a huge franchise, and it was cool to see. Obviously, that doesn't look the same, but they made a Halo for the 2600, and it plays well. I have it. All right, so let's get into a little bit of the news. So right before I went on, you remember the Tiny contest and all the little games, the programming contest. I covered a lot of that. I held the unofficial high score challenge while all those games were being worked on and during the contest. One of the games I really liked was Maxit. And the cool thing about it was a 1 or 2 player game, a puzzle type game. And it was something that my son and I played, and he liked it as well. And that one has been continued to be worked on. And, Sergio has done a great job. And it's now released a complete ROM package from the Intellivision Collector. And you get all the artwork. I believe the manual was in there, the box art, and the ROM. And right before I went on, I was going to talk about this and show you guys. Right before it went on, Luke sent a message out saying, hey, they found a bug, and now there's ROM version 1.1. So if you guys have already been to the Intellivision Collector and downloaded that free ROM for Maxit, make sure you go back and get the new 1.1 version, because they did find a bug and they fixed it. And if you haven't got it yet, make sure you go grab it. It's a free ROM. It's a great game. It's 1 or 2 players. It's a puzzle game, and I'll go over here and I'll show you guys on the website where you can find it so you can see what you see. I got a few of the websites where I can just hit back. So let me throw it up here. Let me switch over to it first, and then I can throw it up. They weren't quite in order. So I was all the way ready, but not quite in order. Here we go. So this is the Intellivision Collector website. If you go to the main page, and you just scroll down a little bit, the latest product's going to show up, and that's Maxit right here. This is the box art, and you can see right here, Maxit revision 1.1. So if you don't have that one, make sure to go download it again, which I'm going to have to do. Here we go. Again, this is free, completely free. Luke is letting it be an outlet on his website, free version. So you get the ROM, digital bundle, front and back cover art, overlay art, English and Portuguese, bin and config and ROM files, a user manual in English and Portuguese, and an Intellivision overlay files included in English and Portuguese. I mean, that's an amazing package, especially for free. If for those of you that don't know what an Intellivision is, it's when you take a DS, 3DS, and you, I don't know if you would call mod it to where you can play Intellivision games. The bottom screen is an overlay, functioning overlay, touchscreen, and you play on the top. And it is really cool. Search it up. We did a video. I had someone on, and we went over every step of the way, converted one of mine. In fact, it's still right here. Let me make sure I'm showing you guys this. It's still right here next to me because I haven't done anything with it yet. I still need to finish loading all the ROMs on, and that's a great way to play Intellivision games on the go. So anyway, Maxit, complete free bundle there. You can use it anywhere on emulators. You can use it, on your LTO flash, backbit, RTO flash, whatever you use. Definitely go grab it. Can't beat free, and it's well done. It's a nice package with everything you need for artwork. So definitely go grab it. All right, Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. I have an update. Let me get back over here. Still not seeing Cyrus yet. Hopefully he gets that worked out. He's running that cord because in a few minutes we're going to be playing Horse Racing Live, and he is the special co-host for that one. I'm going to be watching chat, and he's going to be calling the races today. So Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, I got a message saying let everyone know who's ordered Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, that everyone's been contacted. If you haven't seen your email, go looking for it. If you can't find it, check your junk email. If you can't find that, go ahead and send them an email, and I will throw that up on the screen. This is the email to check on your order if you can't find your email. gb.orders2024@gmail.com. And again, this is for Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. I'll leave that up here a quick second. So if you got one, you should have an email asking if you want your box upgrade. Make sure you find it, respond, or if you don't have that email, use this one below and say, hey, I placed an order and I can't find my email. What do I need to do? And you'll have to pay for that upgrade, and then you'll get yours coming in the mail. All right. So next up, I talked to you recently, I don't know, a few weeks ago about the New England Classic Gaming. They have like a show, and they're growing it. They're doing a lot of cool things. I'll keep reminding you guys. It's August 31st. I'll keep reminding you guys. So if you're in that area, we'll talk about it up until that point. It's Retro Swap Meet in Norfolk, August 31st. It's 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's free event. Bring your stuff to buy, sell, trade. They're doing giveaways. It's not just games. They're having homebrew innovations, modern solutions, content for classic hardware, free raffle, presentations on various hardware, software developers, publishers showing their latest items. So if you're in that area or you can make it, it's something cool to go to, and you can't beat free. Again, we're going to hopefully have Caleb on. This is what I was talking about earlier when Caleb came in the chat, because he goes to this. He's one of the organizers. I'm going to hopefully have him on. We've had Caleb on many times. So there he is. I'm hoping to have him on. He takes a group picture and some video, have him on to talk about, how it went and show you guys all some footage from the event. I know it's hard to do those kind of things, take pictures and video whenever you're running it and being a part of it, but he's good about it. And I'm sure he likes to come on, and you guys like it when every time he comes on, I get an enormous amount of views. So I know you guys all love Caleb of 8-Bit Widgets. So hopefully we'll have him on the Monday after that show, and we can talk about it and see what they're doing over there. So Golf League, update for that. There's no new news. We haven't been able to get together. We're waiting for that final tournament, and now I'm going to be throwing a monkey wrench into that. So I signed up for golf lessons with my wife and I from a pro, and he gave me the next 3 Thursdays. So that was what he had open, and it's right at the time. What is it? It's literally, I think it's 5:30 to 6:30. So if we made it a little later, I could be home within 15 minutes of that. I got to see. I haven't told the guys yet because this is something new that just happened last night. So hopefully I'll be able to do that final golf tournament, or they'll maybe do it without me. But I will be taking real lessons from a local pro and trying to get good enough to play in my local golf league for work. So see if I can go with the guys and hit somewhat straight enough to play. Putting, I'm okay. Chipping and driving, I'm okay. I have a little bit of a slice, nothing horrible, but I should be able to get down the fairway. So last we have the Intellivision Invasion Star Strike. Let's go to those results. Let me make sure get it on the right one here. And this is where we're going to be talking about Rick, like we always do whenever we talk about high score game challenges. Where are we at here? Here we are at Intellivision Invasion, like we talk about every week. This last week, just yesterday, it ended for Star Strike, and I believe it was on the hard level, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that was the only one that gives you a score. And Rick with a 1,100 points. Kirk came in second with 650, Alberto with 300, and we had 2 people that tried and couldn't get any points. I wasn't able to play it on that level. I am going to try it because I'm just curious what it's like on what they played. So only 5 people were able to give it a go for Star Trek this week. Oh, man, what was the game? I can't remember what the game was this week. Is it Mousetrap or was that the one before? Featured. It'll be featured. Oh, not that. Rick, let me know what the game is this week. We'll catch up right here. We've got 8-bit widgets. Yeah, it's going to be great. Basically, anything vintage that runs on electricity for entertainment or computing is welcome. This is something Tim Duarte, Eduardo, Cote Games, and I teamed up to help get this going bi-monthly. Let's welcome Cyrus back on. What's going on, sir?
Well, hopefully
really clear.
Hopefully that's better.
It looks a lot clearer than it was when you left.
Okay, good.
So, like he said, Eduardo, Cote Games, I'm sure you guys know who that is. And also Tim Duarte, he used to run 2600 Connection. He does different homebrews and things. I believe he still is active, but they just don't do the website. I could be wrong on that. I believe that's who I've bought many of my Odyssey 2 homebrews from that I have yet to play any. I'm hoping to eventually make some videos on all Gen 2 stuff, but for now, there's just too much in television to do. I don't have time for anything else. Ladybug, that's right. So Ladybug is this week's challenge on Intellivision Invasion. That's one. I mean, I know how to play it. I can play it, but I wouldn't say that I'm good at all. But if I get some time, I'm definitely going to give it a try. I know I won't be beating Rick. I very, very seldom even get close to his scores, but Ladybug will be fun to play. Any time that I know how to play it, or it's a game that looks fun and I haven't really played it before, it's always fun to get into that game. It was on skill 3. That was for, is that for Ladybug or Star Strike? Caleb says, yes, that's him. He's been doing Odyssey 2 a lot lately. Yeah, I bought, I think, 20-something homebrews from him for Odyssey 2. I could be somewhere like that. Wow, Cy in 1080p. Woo!
Oh, oh,
he looks incredible.
My.
He looks incredible.
My.
Oh, that is some high quality video right there.
That's some high quality H2O.
Waterboy. However, I know he's got experience with a lot. Tim Duarte, yeah, he does. He does a lot of different stuff. Mark says, have Maria, but have not given it a try yet. I hadn't either. It's one of the first homebrews I had, one of the versions anyway. Like I said, there's a collector's edition and there's a budget version. I've had one of those. Both of them I've had for quite a while, but I've never gotten into that game. I liked it. it definitely left me wanting more to see what comes in the game. So Odyssey 2 games on the Intellivision. Some of them that might work if you upgraded them. I mean, let's be real here. Odyssey 2 is pretty basic. I am nostalgic for some of the games because my neighbor had it. That's why I have the complete US set and why I'm nostalgic for it. So, C-Mart, what's going on? I thought there would be more Hotel Bunny talk. I did recently make a Hotel Bunny gameplay video, and I can't remember if it just hit or if it's coming up. I recently did like 4 days of games. If I get a little extra time, I'll queue them up. Sometimes I'm doing one a day and barely making it, but I do have Hotel Bunny either on there in the Homebrew gameplay playlist, or it's coming soon. I know you'll love to watch that one. I expect to see a comment, C-Mart.
I made a Hotel Bunny video once, but I was in college and I needed the money.
Hotel Bunny should be in every show. I actually like timing games, but after I played it, I mean, this game isn't a fairly new one. It's like, what, 2018-ish? There's a lot of boxes because of the joke. I mean, I have all the boxes. It probably holds the record for the most box variants. I think if they did more with it, more game modes, had some graphics, some music, I don't mind timing games. There's all kinds of timing games from music. Hey, kitty. Kitty. Content to just lay there. That's like my cat. When I want to sleep, I want to sleep.
They're both over here. They were fighting like crazy earlier. They were trying to kill each other. I don't know. Sometimes they just get mad.
Yeah, Intellivision could definitely handle O2 ports, but it might be cool if you could do like a collection or something in certain games. I like certain games, others I don't. But I mean, I haven't played them all. I own them all. Haven't played them all. Eventually, when I get done making all the original 125 games, which should be somewhat in the near future, I'm already at 78 of the 125. I've got about 35 to 40 homebrews, and then I'm going to focus on all the games that never made it past ROM, all the homebrew ROMs.
Can I ask you a question?
What's that?
I don't know anything about the Odyssey 2. What is the killer app? Like, is there a game or a couple of games on the Odyssey 2 that you're like must play games? I don't really know anything about that console.
Well, I am going to be showing something very shortly, not the gameplay, but I showed you before we went on. KC Munchkin, that is like a Pac-Man type game. They actually got sued over it. But the one cool thing about that one is I love it because the pellets run away from you. They go, so it's not, you have to chase down the pellets and run from the bad guys. It's quite interesting. I thought I liked it.
Wow.
So there is like Demon Attack. I believe Atlantis is on there. Those are the two expensive, hard to get games. Magic. There's a couple good games. Bendrill saying Pickaxe, Pete, Casey Munchkin. Yeah, those two I both know of. Casey's Crazy Chase, Quest for the Rings. That's like they have, what is it, 2 or 3 board games where you have a lot of pieces and you lay it all out and you play on the console, but you have all the pieces. What are they? Hybrids. So I have all of those. I haven't tried them. I've never got out all those pieces. All mine are supposed to be complete, but you know how that goes whenever you get into it. It's actually pretty good. I like Casey Munchkin. Is that what you're talking about, Marbs Man?
It's because it has your name in it.
And there is a pretty active homebrew. Yeah, like Casey's Gold coming out from what are they now? It's eluding me. I have their first game. It's the.
I knew this was gonna happen. I don't mean to derail the show again, but I knew this was gonna happen. You guys, you can only be nice for like 5 seconds.
They're like, Papa Pete's cat gets to be on the videos. We want on too.
They have this thing where they fight and then they separate and they come back and they're all nice to each other. Oh, we're so nice. We're friends again. Peace negotiations have begun. And then that's all a ruse because they're about to fight again.
Oh, yeah. But anytime my wife wanted a second cat, I'm like, hell no. You know what cats do all night? They chase each other, spook each other, fight. We won't be sleeping. So the voice module on that, I have that. I haven't tried it on any of the games.
Ooh,
I need to
I
do
wonder
that.
I wonder if that Maria has something go with the voice module. Like
I didn't see anything, but that's worth a shot. DJC says, hey, I really think someone should make a TI-99 Munchman homebrew for Intellivision.
I don't even know
board
what
game hybrids. And one of them's like stock market. I forget what it's called. It's something to do with the stock market. Quest for the Rings. And the other one's eluding me. Killer Bees, that's another fun one. I believe that's one of the expensive games too. There's only a handful of games that cost a pretty good penny. That's the best thing about collecting for Odyssey 2, and there's not a lot of variants, which I'm a variant collector, so when I collect something, I have to get them all. Oh boy, I'm way behind on chat. Mark says, you guys are making me hook up my O2. It's if you like some of the games, it's fun. Turtles is pretty good. Uses the voice of Aussie to sing background music.
I like turtles.
Okay. I thought that's what you were talking about. Not Mr. Turtle. I had high hopes for that game. They needed to work on it a little more, I think. Audacity Games. Thank you, Buckeye. That is, man. So what's going on with me is I'm on Train the Trainer at work, so I'm the first one to go to it, and I had to get up earlier, get to work earlier, and I sat in a chair all day, learning how to train people more efficiently. And eventually, if it's a good program, we're going to send all of our trainers to it. So I had to get up early. I didn't sleep the best. And I sat in a room all day, which to me makes me sleepy. I like to be active and work. I don't like sitting in a chair all day. So,
yeah, I got you.
Audacity Games, it's Activision. I forget their names. It's a couple of the guys. They put out one game, and their next game is Casey's Gold. Hopefully that one comes out soon. Leslie McDowell, welcome to the show. Welcome. Just bought a Model 1 Intellivision this month and loved way more than I imagined. So I joined the community. Yeah, there's a lot of good games. I mean, I think most major consoles of any era have their great games, especially the ones that are, just on that console. There's a lot to check out. And you'll see a lot of it on, there's a few of us, YouTubers doing Intellivision stuff. You can see all kinds of cool stuff.
It's interesting to see somebody just buying Intellivision now and having that experience now with everything else that's out there.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. I hope you enjoy it.
We have two of them in here, actually. So Marbs Man, he is a huge Xbox YouTuber and collector. He recently went to QuartzCon, saw Food Fight, which is from Intellivision Revolution, and that's a Brian's Man Cave game. And he had to have it, so he bought the game, bought an Intellivision there, instantly had like an 80-something game collection, and he has Intellivision Sunday. So if you see me post about that or talk about it, that's him. And he's fairly new to Intellivision. And it's been interesting to see his journey with his console and all the modding. And I'm looking forward to some of the other stuff he's going to start doing once that's done. And now we have another new person new to Intellivision after all these years, finally cracking into it. I mean, there's a lot of consoles I've never really gotten into. Like there's those obscure ones. And I mean, I have some of them. I've never played them. Huh? Like the RCA Studio, is that, that kind of stuff that wasn't very popular. Wall Street, yeah, that's it. And Conquest of the World. Wall Street's that one, the stock market one. Yeah, the Great Hunt, the Fortune Hunt or whatever. I couldn't remember what it was. I haven't seen that one in quite a while.
The Great Hunt? What is that?
The Odyssey 2 Adventure Magazine. You know what? Damn you, because I don't think I have that, and now I have to go look for that. C-Mart! I usually say damn you, go game go for making me spend money, but I thought I had everything for the Odyssey 2. Yep, that's him right here. Intellivision Sunday. I shared it on Intellivision Invasion, and I think it got some good exposure there. I saw the view count jump way up. That's the biggest group. That's Intellivision Dudes group. There's 5,000 something people on there. Blank. Atari Jaguar is the greatest console of all time. I have a Jaguar. I like it.
Jaguar, it's pronounced Jaguar.
I cannot do it justice. But I do have one. I bought it when it was new. I bought a lot of the games, controllers. Oh boy. DJC says, he did it. The voice just like on TV. Leslie says, I think it was skiing that made me say, hey, this is fun console. Now, if you're playing the regular skiing, try Mountain Madness Super Pro Skiing. That game is really fun. It goes faster, a lot more options. I just recently got into that game, and man, much like Chip Shot, it's hard to go back and play PGA golf. Skiing is okay, but once you get into Mountain Madness, it's mostly the same game, but on steroids. You really won't want to go back into the original game. It's more of the same and a lot more options. You'll love it. CMart has some doubles. Well, we will have to talk about that, sir, because I would love to pick those up. David says, is there an Intellivision homebrew ever made of Atari 2600 Hero? Is Hero where you fly around the little guy and you go down into the... Is that what Hero is? So we call on Intellivision, we have Heli. So here's Chuck. I didn't read a little lower. Heli. And I have a video out on that. I believe I already stuck it out. It's Homebrew Highlight, and I believe I made a gameplay video on it already. Check that playlist. I have like a 5 to 8 minute video on that.
It's Heli good.
It is pretty good. It is a pretty good homebrew. So Marbs Man says, yes, sure has been fun to see all the new people. He doesn't have the Jag. I have played it. It's interesting. I liked the controller. I had no problems with it. I liked the overlays because it reminded me of my Intellivision. I mean, this was early 90s. I hadn't even heard of the 5200 or the 7600, so I didn't even know that they did overlays before the Jaguar. Gorf on the Jaguar is excellent. I don't think I've played that one, but I do love the arcade version of Gorf. Skiing, a bowling game. Downhill skiing, there's two versions. Bowling, we have PBA bowling, and we have the new Striker.
Obviously he's not a golfer.
That one. So
Luke.
Yes, the guy with the copter. Yes, that's the game. Heli is Hero, and it is a good game, so definitely go check it out. I'm almost caught up with chat. Woo! 5th gen is a fun gen. So, I mean, I only do this old stuff on YouTube, but trust me, I'm an all-gen gamer. I'm part of the master race, which is PC gaming. I'm into VR. I have everything from the very first Pong consoles and the first Odyssey, all the way to the new consoles. We have 3 Series X in here. We have PS5 with the PSVR 2. We have racing seats. I mean, we have like 5 different VR units. We have everything in this house, and my kids love it. But there's only so much time in the day, and I had to pick something to collect for, and I have quite a good, nothing like CMart. He is my hero for collecting of Intellivision things. If I didn't take a 14 or 15 year break, I might be somewhere close, but unfortunately I've only been back at it for 4 years. So only so much time in the what?
CMart is our Heli, not our hero. Get it right.
Yes, he's my collector, Intellivision collector hero, and my idol. So I started 4 years ago, and there's only so much time in the day, so much energy you can give, so much money to spend. And I chose Intellivision as my first console, my first love. I'd collected for it quite seriously in the past. And, my buddy TJ Ferreira, he's the one that got me hooked again when I just happened to catch his videos. And I was like, what? There's a certain console that's no longer coming that was being talked about a lot back then. And that's what got me hooked, seeing TJ and, his fun videos and about the possibility of the new console. And wouldn't you know it, I'm like, I'm just going to get a few things. And it wasn't very long, and I was all in. And it's been a fun ride again. I've gotten a lot slower of things that I need. I only need one homebrew and some variants, but I'm supposed to be getting that homebrew soon. Hopefully at PRGE, maybe he'll bring it. I'm looking quite forward to having them all. Let me catch up here. Now I'm behind again. We need a pickleball. There actually is a homebrew like that. It started out as a joke. I believe there's a partial ROM. There's a box and a manual, and I can't remember if there was overlays. I have it somewhere. Yep, Xbox. He does the Xbox. Thank goodness. I already have a PS7. Right. Yeah, you might have the PS7, but you don't have the cables to hook it up, right?
Yeah, well, mine's still in the box.
That's an inside joke. Yeah, Striker Super Pro Bowling is really good. And I started to say it earlier, that game will be getting a restock. It's going to be after PRGE, so we're waiting on the club. The club is really close. I've seen updates that I'm not allowed to share yet. I will be sharing it as soon as he gives the go-ahead. But then we have to get into the PRGE games, which is end of September. So he's going to be working on those. And then after he comes back from PRGE, he's going to be doing a restock. And Striker is going to be one of those games. I believe that one only saw a PRGE release last year. So I know I get a lot of messages, especially after we did that Striker League. Everyone wants to buy it, but nobody can. The ROMs will be up soon again, though, for those of you that just want the ROM. He has been working on the website and some other things behind the scenes, but he tells me all that stuff will be back up soon. Probably when the new baseball and Death Star Strike become available. He'll probably have Striker back up in ROM form, and then we'll get the CIB version restock after, towards the end of the year probably. And who knows, maybe it might even be the first of the year. But it is coming. There's a lot of games that are coming. I'll be bringing that news. There's games that are going to be restocked, and then they're never going to be made again. There's some games that are going to be retired. So whenever I tell you last call, if you want that game and you want it at normal price, you better grab it while they're still available. And I will be bringing you guys that news before they go out. Link says, ColecoVision and Intellivision were my favorite childhood consoles. See, ColecoVision, I didn't even know that thing existed. I knew nobody that had one. I have them now, and I have the Phoenix, and I love that thing. And I join the club every year. Now I'm doing opcode games as well. But I never knew it existed. I knew one person that had the Odyssey. There was two of us that had Intellivision in my neighborhood growing up. And it was a pretty big neighborhood. And it was a brand new neighborhood. Everyone had a kid within 5 years of my age. And so we had tons of fun times in gaming. Whenever it was dark, raining, whatever, you stay the night at friends' houses. We played Intellivision at my house, all the sports games, and I played a lot of Atari 2600. I almost have as big of a love for the 2600 as I have for Intellivision. And there is, believe it or not, quite a bit of a collection behind on the other side of this wall for that console. I love a lot of those games just because I'm the Intellivision guy. I pretty much love all Gen 2. My neighbor to the right had Odyssey 2, and that's why when I got the opportunity to buy an Insta collection, I did. Huge Saturn fan. I also had the Saturn. I pretty much have bought all mainstream consoles as I grew up. Yeah, you're 41. I am 48, soon to be 49 in a few weeks. And I started when I was 5 with Intellivision, and I didn't get some things, like I didn't have the Neo Geo stuff. I mean, let's get real. We weren't rich, and I didn't even know about it anyway. But I had every mainstream console all growing up, and once I was an adult, obviously I could buy them all. I did have a short dry spell whenever I first moved out, because let's face it, California is not cheap to live, and I was on my own for the first time. I was a young man, and I wasn't buying every single thing that came out like I was before. C-Mart says I'm blushing. Oh, he loves it. Trust me, he loves it. You're right about pickleball and curling. Striker. There's a man right there that's going to be picking up Striker. Striker. Oh, there he is. I have to have it. It's the best bowling game on Intellivision, period. It is coming, sir. It's very soon. Very soon. Believe me, as soon as I get the okay, I will be talking about it, telling you guys all about it. And I'm right whenever it's right there. I was the one that was playing these games right away. I'm going to do a special night when it's close. I'm going to play all the games and talk about it on one of the shows. So I'll give everyone a refresher on all the games, man. Some of those games, they play, one of them in particular plays really, really well. It's amazing how smooth it is. You had a ColecoVision? I didn't know anyone. I didn't know about ColecoVision until I would say close to 2000. I found eBay in October of 98. I'm like, wow, look at all this cool Intellivision stuff I never knew existed. And all the stuff that I saw in catalogs, I started buying it all. I was like a madman back then. I met a few people like Sean that was in here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here lurking. We met because we would fight over the auctions, and he said, hey, stop buying it all. Let me have some of it. And there was a time for like a year or two that I pretty much bought everything I wanted, and I rarely lost an auction. Those were the good old days when I was single and had a good job and had no bills. You could just go nuts. I make way more money now, and I don't have the free money that I did back then. When you got a family and a house and motorhome and the cars, and it's like you have to pick and choose a little bit more. 5200, that's another one. I didn't know anyone that had one growing up. Sega Genesis and Dreamcast and Saturn. Yeah, I had all Sega, all Nintendo. I had most everything. Yeah, I was a Saturn fan. Dreamcast, I really liked the Dreamcast. I wish it lasted a little bit longer. Yep, Master System. The first time I played that was at a friend's house. They had shooters, and it was on one of the cards, and I still to this day don't know what it is, and maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was a cart. I'm almost positive it was one of the cards, which there's not too many of those.
If it was a card, it was Transbot.
Transbot?
Yeah.
Shooter?
Yeah.
Like scrolling.
Or it was, what was that other one? Astro something.
I need to go look it up and watch videos, but
okay. I think it was the Astro one.
It was fun, and it was one, the first time I had played the Master System, and I had one shortly after that. I didn't know that one existed early on either. I think Toys R Us, we had Toys R Us here, and man, in the old days with Toys R Us, that was just an amazing display when you'd walk down their game aisle and just like everything, you just drool. I mean, those were the good old days. Marsman says, I would like to have Neo Geo, but I'm not sure how I would do it. I think it would have to be Neo Geo CD. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Neo Geo CD. I did own one before, and I sold it. And when I got married the first time, I sold my TurboGrafx collection, which I had bought all of it new and had a ton of stuff. I sold all my Atari Jaguar stuff, which I bought all new, and I had a ton of stuff. And it was before, everything retro went way up. So we're talking like everything boxed, mint condition, big, huge lot. And it went for like $150. And that was probably around the same for the Jaguar stuff. And I kick myself for ever selling that. I still have most everything, but I did sell those few things. And I think I had to pay like $500-600 for my box Jaguar, and I only got $150 for everything I had once upon a time. So yeah, it's going to cost me a lot to get some of that Jaguar stuff back. I try to get a little more every year at PRGE, so I'm going to work on some NES games and maybe some Jaguar stuff if I find some stuff for that.
I should have sold you my Jaguar when I sold it. Damn.
Oh yeah, if I would have known. So I can see that thing. FC Tandy. I do have one, C-Mart. I also have a boxed Arabic game. Do you have one of those? I'll wait. So my FC Tandy, I have it down here. It is missing the end flap on one side, and it's not super mint, but I do have one. And that will be a placeholder until I get a better one. Oh boy, I'm way behind on chat again. I said it first. EverDrive plays all CD games. Yes, I have a lot of those type of devices for newer consoles. Sean's still here. Yep, there's a few guys I met back when you could see who you were bidding against and all their bids, and you could see if people were shill bidding, and now everything's so secretive. When you experience the good old days, that was way better times. Sean, no way Sean is wearing pants. I'm not wearing pants. I have shorts on though. Leslie says, but it's ridiculous how many more Neo Geo games are on AES. Yeah. And they cost a lot more too. That's a problem. You said the same thing. One of us had to play. Yeah, one of us always paid. And then we had an agreement. Whoever put a bid on it first, we'd put like a small bid. We were claiming it. And then the other, there was a few of us that had those kind of things, which whoever saw it first and put a little bid on it, the other guys would stay away. And we watched eBay like a hawk. Just my shorts. Yeah, Dreamcast is getting homebrews. I haven't got any of those yet. I had a lot of what do you call it? Backed up games. That was one of the problems with Dreamcast. It was so easily and quickly pirated. I had a huge binder. I mean, I bought a lot of this stuff too. Don't get me wrong. I bought a lot of this stuff, but I also had a lot of copies. Almost caught up again. Then we're gonna move on. David says, if I still had all my old systems and games, I could probably retire. Yes, it's crazy how expensive everything is now. You can't go find it anywhere. Like, you go to garage sales, you go to like flea markets. You used to be able to find that stuff everywhere and it'd be super cheap. And now if you can find it, everyone knows it's worth a lot of money. If you can find stuff cheap, yeah, good luck. You can't find that around my area. Marsman says, I do have a TurboGrafx 16, which I also kind of think is very cool if you like shooters. I happen to love shooters. So does this guy. So does DJC. And so does Jeff from Go Game Go. We actually have played a few times. And we need to do that again, Chuck. We need to do that again. Yes, I need to do a full kiosk build. But first, I need to find the rest of the pieces. I do have the hardest part to get, the kiosk plexer. But I have nothing else. Oh, yes, especially like shooters. Man, there's a lot of good games, but shooters are the reason for me. Kay Collier, welcome. I have not had an Odyssey, Neo Geo, Atari 5200, 5800, PlayStation 3, 4, 5, or Magnavox. Still have just about all the others. That's still a lot of good consoles. There's only so much money and time in the day. I mean, you can't have everything. Not even C-Mart has it all. Pretty close, though. Yeah, and they had a lot of good games. And if you go for the Japanese games, right, Cyrus, the game library and the Japanese stuff is huge compared to the American.
Yeah. In America, we got like 120 titles or something like that, and in Japan, it was like 600, something like that. It's
5, 6, 7. I don't know what it is. There's a lot, and I think it would have did a lot better if they wouldn't delayed everything and tried to change it as they put it out. They should have just took all the good games and started pushing them over. They would have did so much better.
Yeah.
Neo Geo and PC Engine probably have the best ratio of good, bad games of any console. Yeah, they're either good or they suck. Uh-oh. Yeah. Here we go.
What's a Jaguar?
Oh, I can't catch up with chat. You guys are awesome tonight. If I won the lottery, I'd get an Intellivision, PC Engine, Neo Geo, Super Famicom, and Mega Drive. If I won the lottery, I'd have to put another shop in, and no one would be able to buy crap on eBay. And my wife would kill me. I'll be looking at Cleveland and later at Torgs. One of these years, you need to come to PRGE. That's the big one, and the big one on the West Coast especially. Yes, very expensive, especially if you don't have a good start already. Chuck says, I've been a huge TurboGrafx kick on my channel. Yes, you've been doing all kinds of good gameplay videos. I've been catching them all.
I've never seen him do a TurboGrafx video.
Oh, wait. Yeah. French, Canadian Tandy. I had to double check. Weren't you the one that told me about Steve had one and it was missing the flap and I should buy it because they're really hard to get? I mean, I need an upgrade, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about French Canadian Tandyvision, a box, one of the console variants. You're the one that gave me that lead. I'm pretty sure I'm looking at the thing right there. I can't play the TurboGrafx. The graphics are too turbo for me. That sounds like something you would say, Cyrus.
I would never say that. I need all the turbo. I'll take all the turbo, all of it.
Yeah, everything adds up though. You get all the consoles, games, EverDrive. I mean, if you're just playing, get the console, get an EverDrive. I have I I get them mixed up. Forget what one's called. The Turbo. Yes, here's Jeff. Shooter Night. We need to have us 4 in there again and play some TurboGrafx 16. Especially, you guys know all the good games for the Japanese versions. I only knew most of the American games. So when you guys pick all those games, I'm like, oh man, this thing's cool. I never knew this existed.
Some good stuff.
Yes, I had all those. Dungeon Explorer. There was Dungeon Explorer 2 as well, right?
Yeah.
If I remember right.
And it's way better. It's way better.
Rick says, just tested the 1.1 Maxit again, and now it. So he was one of the ones playing a lot of the tiny games. We had a little friendly competition going. Intellivision Dude, myself, Rick. There was several others.
He accidentally hit enter. He finishes it later.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to catch up. You guys are great tonight. Just so much chat.
I keep derailing it too, so he'll get further and further behind, and then I can see Casey getting aggravated because I'm getting him behind.
Caleb says, pretty stoked. Russ, my partner from the last time I was on, went to Japan a couple weeks after that and is bringing me home a Sega Saturn. He found a light gun with box for $90 total. Sweet. I'll buy that too. So what's this star thing?
Great.
What is this star thing I can put on comments? Let's try it. What does that do? I don't know what that does.
I don't know.
I can star comments. I haven't seen that before.
Maybe it pins it or something. I don't know.
Okay, so Rick says, just tested the new Maxit again, and now it's holding the hard level before it wasn't. Okay. I haven't been able to play it yet. I have it downloaded, but now I need to go download the 1.1 version. Yes, yes. Thanks to you, I've bought lots of cool stuff. Whether it's from you or because of you pointing me in the right direction. All right, we're caught up. So let's make sure we got to do a quick mail call and we got to get going. We're an hour 30 in. We've had all kinds of great chat tonight. You guys have been great. Had a lot of people in. One of the highest, upper 20s, just for chatting. I appreciate all the support, guys. Mail call. So in the Facebook groups, of those of you that are in the Odyssey 2 groups, you probably, let me squish this over. You probably have seen this. It had a bad label. Casey Munchkin, engineering prototype not for sale. I had not seen one of these before. It just so happens that the guy is about 40 minutes from me. So I had sent him a PM saying, hey, I'm interested in that. Does it work? He didn't have a console to test it. He goes around buying a lot of stuff at different events and, flea markets and buys collections and then pieces it out, kind of researches it. And I told him, well, I'm only 40 minutes from you. I will bring my console down. We can hook it up. Whether I get it or not, you can take some videos. You can show people that they work. And that's great. We'll go visit my in-laws. They live in the same town. So I went down there, tested it. It didn't work at the first time, in and out, blew in it like an NES game, and it fired up. Tried it 3 more times after that. It worked. So then there was another post. Right when I got home, there was another post, and it's someone that used to work. They had a relative that worked for Magnavox. They had I don't know what it was. You guys saw the post, 15 of these type of games, including this one with a mint label. And I'm trying to be a buyer of that lot, or at least part of it. I'll have to stay in touch. I'll keep you guys posted. But this one I just picked up recently. Little side note, funny story. So, I could have went down and just grabbed this and came back. My wife would have been pissed. Here he's gone another evening. And so I thought, my in-laws live in that same town. Let's go down and have dinner with them. And, so I set up a dinner with my in-laws, went down and grabbed the game. We pull in, it's a big town. We pull in and it's a gated community. And I look over to my right and I'm like, what the heck? My father-in-law's truck was in the parking lot right next to the guy's place. And I go, look, Dad's truck. And so she looked on Find a Friend, like, yeah, he's here. And so my father-in-law does maintenance, carpet cleaning. He does a lot of stuff, and he does a lot of big businesses, apartment complexes. He happened to be there, of all places, where I came to buy this game that I saw online, and he was there talking to management about a carpet cleaning job. I'm like, what are the freaking odds? So turns out it was lucky we found him, though, because he forgot we were coming down for dinner. And he's like, well, I guess I better go home. So we followed him home and had dinner that night and got to see the family. And my wife was really happy. And, as you guys know, they're married. It's happy wife, happy life. Go down and see her family, and she was happy that day. All right, so the next thing I've got here, this was an eBay purchase. I thought I had it, and this isn't in the best condition, but baseball. I'm not even sure. Is this, French? I know there's French Canadian, and I don't really even know which version. C-Mart will probably tell me and yell at me for not knowing, but I didn't have it. And this was, I thought it was complete. Is the manual under? Okay. Whew. So this is one of those people that I open it up. I'm like, what? They put the manual in there. All right. So now we're getting to something cool. So we're going to open one of these bad boys. So this fits about five games in it, I'm guessing. So today, while I was at work, right before I came home and went on the show, my copies of Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition came in the mail. My wife sent me a picture, and I got excited because I know by next week, everybody's going to have shown their copies. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I'll show you guys one of these. So here is Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition, and we are going to open it. Something I'm still not accustomed to doing, but I do it on a regular basis now. I still cringe, but I don't mind it because I've been having a lot of fun playing some of these games that I never would have played otherwise because the ROMs aren't available. This is really thick shrink wrap, let me tell you. Almost feels like a thicker plastic. All right, so right on top, campaign supporter. Nice little Ghostbusters sticker. Open it up. Look at that beautiful artwork in there. I'll take everything out and then I'll show you the box again. Here is the cart. And if you haven't played this game, you didn't get the ROM. Man, this game is a great version. Here is the full color manual. Here are the overlays. Try to get it where they're not. I keep turning the one I don't want to.
I still can't believe they got the licensing for Ghostbusters.
I know, right? Here is, let me get it here. Look at that artwork inside the box. That's cool. We've seen this on recent homebrews, and I believe for the top-notch homebrews, it's pretty much going to become the norm because it just looks so cool to open up that game box and to see all that artwork in there like that. We've seen minimal stuff before, like, some different colors, game colors, like the publishers, graphics maybe, but to see the artwork when you open it up of the game, it's really cool. I like it. So there you have it. Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition in hand, physical. And I picked up 5 copies. I'm not sure how much you guys saw or remember. There was a campaign to get enough, and they had to sell X amount of copies, or it wasn't going to be complete in box as an option early on. And they wouldn't tell us how many have sold. So I bought 5 copies. I wanted to do my part. I'm like, I can always sell a few later. I always say I'm going to do that, and then I never do. But I wanted to make sure to do my part. I know there's several others that bought multiple copies. Some are in here in this chat. And I know there's a few resellers that purchased pretty decent amount of copies of it as well. And, of course, it made it to the CIB. We all got the ROM sent to us. And now all of them are coming in hand. Cyrus is in a timeout again. Are you moving, Cyrus? Maybe you froze. I'm a little behind on chat again because you guys are just on it tonight.
Sometimes I just get really still. But I don't. Maybe I was frozen again. If I'm
it still
frozen,
looks really clear. Earlier when you were doing it, you looked a little fuzzy, but you look really high res right now.
if I'm freezing with this thing plugged in like this, I got no hope.
Yep, Jeff said Cyrus is in a timeout again. C-Mart says, please don't buy FC games. I have a ton for you. Yeah, you know how it is. I hadn't bought anything in a while, and I seen it, and I clicked that buy button before I even thought about it. It happens. I have a lot of stuff back here like that. But yes, we do need to finalize that and get a shipment at some point. I just opened my Ghostbusters last night. Really nice components. Yeah. I've been looking forward to that for a while. I was the first regular customer that purchased one, besides people that were involved in it. And mine was one of the first ones to go out. So I knew it would be coming. I seen a few people getting theirs already. I'm like, come on, I want to show it for Monday. And I didn't think it was going to get here in time, and it got here just in time. If I still lived at my old house, I wouldn't have had it in time because my mail there came really late. Here it comes like, before lunch. Yes, fantastic. And Christmas came early, definitely. He was in a timeout when he was in that tiny screen. Oh, talking about
that's what you mean by timeout. Like I'm being put in a timeout. I got you. I thought you were saying I was freezing.
Yeah, so did I. Now I get it. Yeah, so whenever I'm showing something off, it's gonna be too little. If I'm
all right, Si, go get in the corner, Si. Sit over there. Put the dunce hat on. We'll get to you.
Louis shipped mine today. I'm very excited. Yes, I remember you took a while to get it, so I'm pretty sure he said he's going in order, just like on all the emails and different things.
Hey, is that Ghostbusters the one that Mike did the voice on, or is that the other one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cool.
The Ultimate Edition. The game plays phenomenally well. It's really good. Hopefully I remember to bring your FC box of games to PRGE. Yeah, and if you don't, we can ship it afterwards. I know, sometimes we don't have room, especially my car. My car is going to be full from all the stuff I've been purchasing for you guys, stuff from publishers. I don't know yet if I'm picking up any boxes on the way again, plus all my stuff I'm bringing. Luckily, I get to give all that stuff to you guys, and I have lots of room to bring stuff home. If you guys remember last year on my short, because I sent it all to Michael. That was my wife and I's first short together. I basically said
they're definitely not for you.
Michael.
It's for Michael.
Yeah. I bought nothing, I swear. She hasn't been up here in a while, but she's seen it all. She knows what I do. She sees all the packages.
You keep like a padlock on it. She's like, "What's up there? Don't worry. There's nothing really. Not much. Just
don't worry about it." The plus side to the mail coming late was she used to work swing, so the mail would come after she left for work. And now I'm gone. She's here, and she gets all the packages.
If she ever figures out how to do the informed delivery thing app on,
yeah, she has that. She'll tell me, "What'd you buy now?"
Well, you're screwed. Sorry,
I hate that little app. I'm sure he's gonna be playing it. Yeah, when is Cyrus gonna make it to PRGE? C-Mart wants to know.
Well, that's a good question. I would love to go up there. This year, not gonna happen. I'm actually about to take a trip to Pittsburgh to hang out with my buddy Mad Max Movies and Entertainment. But I can only do like one trip a year, maybe. It's so damn expensive. Not all of us are loaded like some people.
I drive. Anyway. I drive 10.5 hours to get there with a good gas mileage car.
I don't know what it would be if I drove from Dallas. I can't even imagine what it would be. It would be a lot. Trying to drive.
It'd be a lot farther than me, but you'd be able to 45 it over somewhat. I think.
I'm not doing that. That's not gonna happen.
So one of us has to drive, and me liking to drive, everybody ships me stuff, and I bring a lot of stuff to PRGE for the guys at the Intellivision booth, and I love helping out. And it's like I like driving. I don't like flying. I'm not afraid to fly. I just like to drive, and it's only 10.5 hours. It doesn't take that long. David says, have you ever considered having a game made based on a survey from your subscribers? I haven't. I have a version of a game, horse racing, that we're going to play here that David Hartley did. That's about it. Having a game made, it's quite a bit of money. I have thought about having one made eventually, but I don't know if it would be I can't even do surveys yet. I need 500 subs. I'm like getting close. I'm going to do that giveaway if you're here earlier.
How do you not have What is going on with YouTube that you don't have
Well, I only do Intellivision, and I really just started a few months ago. I mean, I had the channel, I was going on Astro Smash Mondays, but I really wasn't doing anything on my own. And whenever I started the Intellivision Show, that's when I started putting out videos on a regular basis. I had like, I don't even know, 50 to 75 subs at that point. I get a few, like it seems like 1 or 2 or 3 every day. It's slowly, I'm getting there pretty quick. I have all the hours in. I just need a few more subs.
Let me help you. Once a week, make a video making fun of me, and then you will get all like or whoever. But just make fun of somebody once a week and let them know that you're doing it, so it's not like real, you know. But if you just put it out there, it'll get clicks. People will come over. I've seen
but those aren't people that like Intellivision. I'm more about the quality of the subs than just a number. I only do Intellivision. I mean, I do some Gen 2 stuff, but I want people to watch, not just like, you know, like my wife says, well, I'll just go click over there. I'm like, don't worry about it. Then you're going to get the things. It's like, I'm not worried about the number. I want the good quality people.
Well, see, there's your problem right there. You care about quality. And, you know, YouTube, I mean, I'm just saying.
I get a lot of, for my small channel, I get a lot of watch hours, which means a lot of my subs are watching. I get a lot of interaction for a small channel, especially when I was like 100-something subs. I would get watch hours of channels much larger than mine just because I just do one thing. I think it throws it out to them better. Plus, you know, I'm like admin on some of the groups. I'm a big collector. I go to PRGE. I was on Chuck's show. I've done things with Pete. All that stuff helped me get started. Yeah, Sean says they always know. Trust me. There's a guy that's had a lot of packages shipped to his house too. Drinking while playing it. Only 10.5 hours. I hate the 5-hour drive to Portland other than the 2 McDonald's stops. I don't mind driving. I like driving. Sometimes I wish like someone local would want to tag along just so you could just, you know, talk. Because I am alone when I go on that ride. I'm all alone. You know, I call people and some of it or talk to my wife or kids some, but I like driving. All right. Well, we need to get to what we're doing. We're already 1 hour 42 in. This has been like the biggest chatty show ever, which is awesome. But we're going to run into a long show, and I haven't even ate dinner yet. And it's kind of getting late.
Uh-oh. Casey is going to get hangry.
So that was the final package I had. I have my 5 copies of Ghostbusters Ultimate Edition. And again, like I said earlier, if you bought the game, you haven't seen your email, go email them. I threw it up earlier. Go back and check it or send me a message. Find out what's wrong. Get your copy coming if you haven't already. It's a really good version, as you know. Where are we at here? Collector's Minute. C-Mart's still here. So Collector's Minute, I've been trying to do just some simple things. And at first, we're going to start with the basics. And this one involves C-Mart and something he started like 11 years ago. Let me find it here. Where did it go? Oh, no. How did that happen? Somehow I backed out of it too far, or I changed the website because it's not here anymore. All right. Let me end it, redo it. I thought I was going to be good this time and have everything a click away, but I did have them just in case something like this happened. I had backup, and I do. So for those of you who collect, last time we showed you the Homebrew checklist on Atari Age. This time, in July of 2013, we have C-Mart's original 125 checklist. So this is for all the original games. He breaks it up by publisher and networks. So you can see here, you know, you've got Action Network, Mattel, 61 titles broken down by network. If you're collecting like Marbs Man and you're new and you don't have this list, I believe I sent you this list, but I may be thinking of someone else. This is a great tool to have whenever you're trying to collect all these games. There are the ECS games, the INTV Corp games. Everything's here. All the original games, all 125 of them. And this is what I've been working on for my playlist. I am at, as I stated earlier, 78 of the 125. We're getting there. So I have a link to this in the description. If you guys need to click it and save it, do it. It's already in there. I was good this week. I was completely prepped after last week. I felt bad. So all the links are already there. Yeah, the
Very
125 list. A lot of people use that. A lot of people use it. Yeah, I know. I didn't eat a Snickers. I forgot to eat it. I brought up, and now it got melty in my pocket. I don't know if you guys have tried these before. I love these things. Nature Valley sweet and salty nut peanut butter bars. They almost taste like a candy bar. They're so good. And I started feeling a little lightheaded because I haven't eaten since I went into work early. So I ate at 10 something. And I wanted to scarf that down when Cyrus popped on and we were chit-chatting. And then I freaking forgot. Then I started getting hungry and realized, crap, I didn't eat that.
Well, if you want to eat, I can just riff for a while you're eating. And then when you get done, just like wave your hand. And
I think as soon as we go into Horse Racing Live, I'll scarf that real quick.
That'll work.
Sean says 32 hours if I drove straight there to PRGE, 2,200 miles. Yeah, if I was you, I'd be flying because that is like 4 days at 8 hours a day there and then 4 days back, 3 if you're an animal. And that comes into play unless you're retired, and I'm not. That's why if I can get there in a day, I drive. Anything over that and I have to be there for something to come back, I will fly. But PRGE, I can make it in one long day and back in one long day. So that's what I do. Yeah, I like those things.
Wow.
10.5. And that's like I plan my stops. I pull off on the side of the freeway where there's gas and food that's already pre-planned. Like boom, boom, back on the freeway. And, you know, I don't like really fly, but I cruise along, let's say, a pretty good speed. I make good time. I always beat the GPS time. I'm one of those guys. I have to beat whatever it tells me when I start. All right, so where am I at here? Kind of got lost. Showed all that. What do we got? YouTube video highlight. So if he's still in the chat, I'm not sure. He's late. He's on the East Coast. So Intellivision Sunday, like we talked about earlier, that is my video highlight. And let me pop it up here. He is on episode 9 of Intellivision Sunday. So we're going to stop this one. Yeah. Nope. I purposely don't drink anything for a few hours before, and I hold it until right before the show starts, and I go right before we go live. That has not happened to me yet where I had to go.
I think he means that when you were talking about planning your stops when you're driving.
Oh, peeing in a big gulp on the way. Nope. I stop, but I time everything by where I need to get gas, then I eat, then I go to the bathroom, and then I take off again. I do a 3-for-1. I thought he was talking about the shows and not going to the bathroom.
Oh, he might have been. Maybe I missed.
Oh, he's talking about the trip.
Yeah.
I think he just said it right there. I seen something pop up. Where are we at here? Intellivision Sunday.
Yeah.
So let me check my volume. Hopefully you guys can hear this. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's 15 minutes approximately. I'm just going to show you the first few seconds. This is Marb's Man, Intellivision Sunday, the newest episode. The link is in the description. It's also posted on Intellivision Invasion. We're going to listen to the first little bit here.
Hi, Marbs here. Welcome to Intellivision Sunday. Before I hand things back over to Gamer Ghost Dad, just want to remind folks, console modding is not for everyone, and if you're not an experienced console modder, probably best left to the unprofessionals. There are a number of resources within the Intellivision community that are more than happy to help you mod your Intellivision and get the most out of it. So, let me turn things back over to Ghost Gamer Dad, and he will take the wheel.
Hello, everyone. Gamer Ghost Dad here in our collaboration with Marb's Man on.
So, if you guys are in the Intellivision Facebook groups, Gamer Ghost Dad is now a member of those as well. He's been doing posts. And this episode, they get into all the console disassembly. They're going to show you everything, how to do it, what they're doing. It was pretty cool to see. I've been inside the consoles a few times just to peek, but I never completely disassembled it. So it's really cool to watch this. Again, the link's in the description. It's on Intellivision Invasion as a post. Go check it out. Give him a sub. He's going to be doing some more stuff after the console modding episodes. So I love seeing new people get into Intellivision. Definitely going to fully support that every chance I get. So that is the YouTube video highlight. We did the collector's minute with C-Mart's 125 list. Let me take this off.
I love that guy's voice, by the way.
Yeah, he's got like a radio voice. Speaking of voice, mine's cracking. I've been doing it pretty soon. That's why I can do all this, and then you can do all the horse racing calling. My voice can recover. This was a long one. This was more chat than I've ever had before, I think. All right, so the last thing we've got, upcoming shows. So I'll let you talk about your stuff in a second. Papa Pete's going to have tomorrow, usually every Tuesday, Old Guys and Old Games. It's 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, and you guys all know who Papa Pete is. If you don't, search him up, give him a sub. Great channel, great guy. Retro Bliss Gaming, unfortunately, the same time. Him and Papa Pete share the same time slot. They do different stuff. I always pick one, go back and forth, watch one, save one to watch later, and catch up.
Can I say something real fast? Retro Bliss has the best thumbnails on his videos. Like the first time I saw one of those, I was like, what is this guy putting on a face? And then he would do the exact same face in the video, like as he's doing it. And I was like, oh, that's just his face. I was like, maybe he's exaggerating a little bit, but yeah, I was like, he's funny. That's a funny guy.
He streams pretty much every day. He's retired and he plays mostly old retro games. They have the podcast, which is a show on Tuesday that we're talking about. It's Retro Bliss Rewind. It's Tuesdays at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern. Again, same time as Papa Pete. I go back and forth. I definitely, whichever one I don't watch live, I catch up. But they have a panel on every Tuesday. It'll be Mike's Gaming Gala, Brian from BD Retro Mods, and of course Phil. And then they have usually some kind of guest. I've been a guest on there a few times when they were talking about Intellivision stuff. I think I was a guest whenever they had the tiny contest as well. Oh, my voice is cracking. So very cool channel, very cool guy. He has a great community because anyone who streams every single day, you got to get, you get regular followers. We have Intellivision Dude. He live streams almost every day. Most of them during the week, at least half are Intellivision related. I mean, he is the Intellivision Dude. Pretty much, he does some videos. He's big on the back bit, but he's mostly live streaming games and chatting. We got DJC. He's got episode 2 of the DJC show coming soon. So make sure to look for that, and I'll definitely tell you guys about it once he lets me know what's happening for sure on a date. He also does daily, pretty much, live streams on Rumble. Check that out as well. We have the show, which is Post Style and Off Grid Arcade, G Parker and Mike something, not Mike's Gaming Gala. I forget his channel. They do a weekly challenge and they pick console games, arcade games. It's just called The Show. And every Sunday, it's about 4 p.m. Pacific, give or take 15 minutes. They talk about just all kinds of random stuff, what they're doing, games, the challenge. It's usually like an hour something, very minimum, up to like 3-4 hours. They go longer than me most of the time. I've been trying to keep them at 2 hours, but I'm not doing so well this week. So now we've got the last thing. We've got what you're here for. Some horse racing live with special guest Cyrus. So who is playing this week? Who is playing? Let me catch up on chat while you guys say. First 6 people, we're going to play a game of horse racing live. And it is delayed. This is also going to get you entered in the giveaway that we're doing next week. We're going to give away a homebrew game.
You should say who's participating, because we ain't playing.
6 people betting 10 races, 1 winner. It's been quite exciting a few times, going down to the wire with back and forth races. David.
Yeah, last time was crazy.
David, player 1. And I'm going to start writing last names because that's going to be a lot easier to do when I go back later. And there's a lot of Davids. There's a lot of certain names. I need last names. Now I have to go rewatch all those things and make sure I get everyone. I don't want to leave anyone out. Sean is in. I just noticed you're on your personal account, Sean. Ooh. All right, 4 more. Who's in? Who's in? It's easy to play. You just bet on a horse, and Cyrus is going to call it out, and we'll show you the odds. If you go bankrupt, you watch the rest of it. What is the date today? We went a little long. Some of the players might have took off already. 8:19. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, where's Salvador? I don't know if he's giving other guys a chance or what. He's won more than anybody. We've got Roger. He's really good at the game too. I don't know if he's lurking. I know he was busy earlier, so he might be busy. But sometimes he just lurks and listens. Salvador or Roger here. I need 4 more spots. Roger was here earlier and I missed him, or are you talking about Salvador? I saw Salvador. Oh, there's Kurt Bradshaw. Sorry, Kurt, I somehow missed that. Kurt Bradshaw's a regular when he can make it. That is player 3. Yeah, first for a while you've been gone, Sean. And then now you're here and Roger's gone. 3 more people. 3 more. We got David. We got Sean. We've got Kurt Bradshaw. Who else wants to play? There's still a decent amount of us in here. It's getting late on the East Coast. That's the issue.
Yeah, it's
a lot of times when I do horse racing live, I try to do a quick other part of the show and get right to the game.
We've been going 2 hours already.
I know. I'm telling you, I didn't mean to do that.
How dare you? It's all your fault, Casey.
There was just some stuff to talk about. People were
no excuses. I won't
really
hear
getting involved and chatting in chat, and
this is going to go against your credit.
I might actually get to play one. I haven't played a game in a while. I never play unless there's a spot open. Who else is in here, guys? Right here. Metal Torso says, I'm a watcher, not a player.
Ooh.
I know you're smiling. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Dude, I've been good. I've been good tonight. I could have been a lot worse. There was a lot of things that happened where I was like, no.
Yep. I'm not one of the guys that holds back. Like I said, when out with friends or at work, I'm one of those guys. Anyone else in here want to play?
How many we got?
We only got 3 so far. I'm going to play if nobody else gets in there. Like I said, I need to make sure when we do this, it's a quick show and get right to the game. For 2 reasons, especially when we have a guest here, and it's not just me having to do it. And also so people on the East Coast aren't going to bed because it's a weeknight.
What we need to do, Casey, is just do horse racing, like separate. Like, because then I could do more and be, because this is a lot. I'm sorry, on a Monday night for a lot of people, you know.
Yep.
It's a lot.
I just realized something I didn't do. We can do a 5 race because I have my own version of the game. We don't have to do 10 races. We can do 5. That's a lot quicker.
What do you guys, do you think 5 is good? I think that might be good. Will Cyrus use his Howard Cosell impersonation?
I just realized I didn't hook up the. I am working on. I have someone gonna put it on a cart for me, but for right now, I am working on the Ultimate Flashback, which I'm not used to using for a long time because I've been playing on original hardware. Luckily, it's all hooked up. Just gotta click a button. Anyone else here? Roger's the only one that pretty much hates 5. I pretty much had it made that way, so I can do 1 just to do a test, 5, 10, which is normal, or 15. We haven't tried a 15 yet, but we definitely would have to go right to a game to do that one.
I don't think we want to do that tonight.
No.
All
right, so we're going to do 5. And I'm going to put myself in as 6. All right, guys, last call. We're going to get started here. I mean, you can play too, Cyrus. You're just calling. I'm doing all the work.
You can put me in there. That's fine.
1 more spot, guys. 1 more. Anyone else in here want to play? We're going to get started here.
Although it might be a conflict of interest. Because
you're just calling it. All right, here. Oh, I have to go to the horse racing live screen. I got to find that sucker. Where is it? That's what I did. Oh, there it is.
That was your format for your videos that you do.
Yeah, that was the one I do when I don't have the boxes up, so I just have my logo, and I had to have something that I can just throw up and play a game and not have to worry about any of the setup or. Let me get in here. Oh, that's gonna be loud. I'm gonna have to turn that down. Oh, this is gonna be really loud for a second. Oh, that's the wrong one.
It's like cutting off the edge or something.
Yeah, when we get into the gameplay, it'll
Oh, okay. I got you.
So apparently Horse Racing SP is the first version he sent me, and Super Pro Horse Racing is the final version. I'm hoping anyway. I know I have it on here. Too many copies of everything. Woo, that was loud.
That was pretty loud.
You should have heard it over here. All right. We got to get the other part up. Anyone else pop in here to play? All right, we're going to do it with 5.
Yeah, 5.
Let me pull it up.
Fun for 5, right?
Fun for 5. Retro Rich.
I never hear from him anymore. I hope he's doing all right.
You haven't heard from him?
No, not in a while.
He's always putting out videos.
Oh.
Can you see that whole thing? I don't know why that's.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Yeah.
All right, so we've got David. We've got Sean. We've got Kurt. We've got Cyrus. And myself. No player 6. I don't remember the last time we didn't have a full field.
Wow.
Let me get it in here.
What happened to Chuck? Chuck was here earlier.
You know how it is. YouTubers go hang out as long as they can, but they've always got stuff to do. I'm the same way.
We went too long. That's all. It's my fault.
Oh, Leslie's going to play. Sweet.
Oh, there we go.
We got a 6.
Leslie is more. Leslie
but...
is more.
All right. Get that off there. Add you to the paper. Because I have to keep it all logged. Because I saved them. Oh, crap. On my paper, I didn't have us moved up. Cyrus. Casey. Let's see. All right, guys. This is the 5 one. It's going to go fairly quick. First rate. Oh, shoot. That's not right. 15.
No.
I couldn't find the mute button quick enough. As soon as I went to hit reset, I'm
I can feel it in my teeth.
The Horse Racing Game original one was like that too, man. You turn that sucker on, it's like, woo! So race 1 of 5. Now we've got it right. Hey, look at that. Look at those horses. What do you notice? See the horses?
Hey,
What the heck?
That's,
all right, so 10
that wasn't
long.
on purpose.
1 of 5. Oop. Here we go. Place your bets: orange, red, violet, and green. 250 is max bet. You can bet on a single horse. You can bet on 1, 2. David says it just got X-rated. Go ahead and place your bets. Let me get this in here. Race.
Do I have to type mine, or can I just tell you what it is?
What?
Do I have to type it, or can I just tell
Oh,
you?
you can tell me.
Green 250.
250 on green. Go ahead and place your bets, guys. At 10 furlongs on turf. Orange, red, violet, and green. We'll come back and show you the odds before we start. Cyrus did 250 on green. Oh boy. Green for 100 for Sean. All single horse bets so far.
Remember, guys, we're only doing 5 races, so remember.
Oh yeah.
So
the money is adjusted as well too, though.
Oh, okay.
So David is doing an exacta bet, 100, and he's doing red and violet.
Oh wow.
Yeah, good thing you said that because we don't do 5 races too often. Did I get Sean's? Yes, Kurt Bradshaw's in there as well. 100 on green. And where's Leslie? Did he do it? I'm 6. Leslie, what horse and how much up to 250?
Leslie, do you know about exacta
yellow? Huh?
I don't know. You might want to explain exacta betting if Leslie has never done that.
Exacta bet means you can pick the winner and second place, and they have to finish in that order. It's a lot of money, but it's also a lot less odds of you winning, because if your first or second place horse wins and the other one doesn't, you get 0. But it's big money when you win.
Yeah, so you don't have to do exacta bet. That's an option. You can do just straight bet on 1 or exacta bet on 2.
Yep, we've got most of us doing a single horse bet this one, with David going with exacta bet. Leslie McDowell, are you still in here? Give him a little bit longer, and then we'll just place a bet.
I'll tell you something funny, Casey. When I first started doing the horse racing streams, I didn't even know what an exacta bet was. I had to look it up in the manual. I was like, oh, that's what that is.
I remember hitting, because I was really young whenever this, when I got it, and I remember hitting it. I'm like, what's this? I eventually learned what it did, but we mostly just did single horse bets when we were kids. All right, so 150 on violet. All right, I'm going to enter all these in now. So we only have $500 on the 5 race, so it's all adjusted and relative to how many races.
Wow. Okay, and I bet 250. Okay, that's fine. I'm sticking with it.
Oh, you can change it.
No,
because I can do edits unlike the original game. So exacta bet from David, red and violet. Sean is player 2, 100, single horse bet on green. Then we have Kurt Bradshaw in the 3, 100 on green, single horse bet again. Then we have Cyrus, 250 on green, betting half his wad.
Ooh. When you put it like that.
I am 100 on orange. And Leslie, 150 on violet.
Yeah, Kurt, you were on there for sure. We had a great time.
This. Oh yeah, I remember being to some of it. I don't know that I don't think I ever played. I think I watched them after the fact. I found them. All right, so we're going to show you the odds. So again, 10 furlongs on turf. Orange 9-2, red 7-2, green 3-2, and violet 3-1. So here we go. We're going to give it over to Cyrus, and we're going to start this bad boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, orange, red, green, and violet, and they're off. And it looks like green is taking an immediate lead right off the gate. But look out, because here comes violet. Violet will not be denied. And oh my goodness, what is going on? They are neck and neck. What is happening right now? And violet is taking off, and green is somewhere behind. Green forgot it was racing. It doesn't know what's going on. I think it may have been drugged. Bill Cosby was back there. I don't know what was going on, but it looks like violet is unstoppable at this point. Red is keeping a close second, but I don't know if it's going to get that extra burst of speed. Usually right about here, something will happen, but it looks like violet is on some really good meds, because it is just smooth. It is keeping its blood pressure very low, just going steady, winning the race, not going to lose. And it looks like nobody has a chance, because violet will not be stopped. Violet is basically the $6 million horse It's Lee Majors in the form of a horse, people. And it is coming up on the end here, and it looks like Violet has absolutely just won this. It's not even close. The other horses forgot what they were doing. They're back there to having a conversation. They're in a circle. They're eating the grass. They're talking about, were we supposed to be doing something? I don't know. And then Violet wins the race because it's basically over with. Red is just hanging around and just to keep an eye on things. But green and whatever the other horse was, who even remembers? Orange. Okay. And that's it. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Violet, big winner. Lessie, first time playing, first race, big winner. The odds. Look at that. Almost double the money. Nobody else. Everyone else lost on that one.
That did not go how I expected.
So David had it backwards. David had red violet, and it was violet red. That would have been some big money.
That would have been huge. That would have been huge.
Woo, especially with the odds.
Yes.
I learned to start putting these comments in because whenever I'm going back and forth, I lose track of what the bets are. Sometimes the bets are back to back, but it was the previous race. And so I put race 1, race 2, and then all the bets come in. So go ahead and place your bets. We also have plenty of money. Another long one, 10 furlongs on turf. We have 3 new horses. Red returning. We have blue, yellow, and white. So red, blue, yellow, and white. Place your bets. Leslie says, here's where I lose it all.
Blue, 250.
Blue, 250.
Come on.
All right,
blue.
everyone. Place your bets. Place your bets.
I have a history with the blue horse. So
I tried to go with orange. There's been several times orange just wins so many races. So Leslie, your current leader, yellow for 100.
Yellow for 100.
David going for that big money again. Someone hits one of those in a 5-race game. It's pretty much a shoe-in. So 100, exact the bet, blue and red.
That's a smart bet.
Kurt Bradshaw, 150, up in his bet from the last round. 150 on red.
Red was hanging in there on that last one.
And it's exact same race.
Well, Violet's not in this one. But
nope. Red came in second, and this is same 10 furlongs on turf. Sean, 100, red, yellow.
Red and yellow. Kill a fellow.
Oh, just me now. Ooh. I'm going to go 100 on red. That, in my head, I was saying red, and I wrote blue. So
it happens. It's because you're hungry. You need to eat.
I know. I am hungry. I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did a 5-race game here.
We'll do a full one another time. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the great thing about having these options. However much time you have, you can tailor the game to what you have available.
Yeah.
So blue and red. Then we've got Sean 100 red yellow.
Red and yellow.
We got Kurt Bradshaw 150 on red. Single horse bet for Kurt. Then we've got Cyrus all in on this one.
Yes, sir. You know what? I was like,
on blue.
Let's do it. Let's just do it. Let's see what happens.
I am 100 on red. I had to look because I forgot what I said. And then we got Leslie, your current leader, 100 on yellow. All right, so we've got 3 picking red to win, 2 picking blue, and your current leader picking yellow to win. 2 exacta bets, 4 single horse bets. Let's check those odds before we hand it over to Cyrus. Again, 10 furlongs on turf. Blue 3-2 after all bets. Yellow 5-1. White 8-1, and red 3-2. And here we race 2 of 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the bets are in. We got blue, yellow, red, and white, and they are off. And white takes off to an enormous lead to begin. But red remembers last time, and red is like, nuh-uh, catch me outside. And red is coming up on first place. White is still hanging in there. Green and blue are battling it out. or excuse me, yellow and blue are battling it out for the last place, and no one really cares about that. But it's mainly about red and what will happen with white. White looks like it's coming up. It's got a smell. It can smell something. There's some food down there. Casey's food is sitting up there. The dinner that he didn't get to eat. White is trying to get it because White knows how good that is. But red was like, nah, buddy, I was here first. And yellow is fighting with them. Yellow is like, you guys suck. I'm better. I'm going to win. And blue forgot again how to play this game. And red and blue is just, blue knew that I put everything on it. So it's like, screw you, Si. But red and white, neck and neck. Yellow still trying to find a way around, trying to squeeze in between, come around the side. And now it's red in the front. White's come back. Red is trying to win. I don't know if you guys know that, but you want to try to win a race when you're out there. And it looks like red understands the fundamentals of the concept of racing. In fact, it's found another burst of speed, and it is trying to get up there. But yellow is hanging, trying to find a way to get some strength. And red just said, you know what? You don't have enough time, buddy. This race is over. Red, yellow, white, and then whatever the hell that other horse was that nobody cares about.
Sean Olson, exact bet 100 on red, yellow. We also had, I bet on red to win, but I wasn't an exact bet. So we also had Kurt Bradshaw on red. Nice job. Look at that. Sean, new leader, 1900. Cyrus is bankrupt.
Hey, you know what? I regret nothing.
I didn't make a lot, but I got some money. All right, let's check that. This is race 3 of 5. Race length, half what the first two were. We got 5 furlongs, muddy conditions. We got 3 returning horses, 1 new horse in pink. So we've got pink, red, orange, and blue. Place your bets. Place your bets.
I got a feeling about pink. I can give you guys advice. Huh? Oh, don't listen to me, but I'm out. So I'm obviously I don't know what I'm doing. But
no, and everyone place their bets, but you.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys though, pink.
So for retro's sake, this is something that I do every once in a while. Horse racing live. I have a different style. I call it like a car race, which is something I've done. Cyrus here is a special guest. He's the originator of horse racing live. I asked him to come on and be a guest announcer. So 6 people go at it. Normally we got 6 with ourselves in there, but 6 people go. Normally it's a 10 race event. This time we're doing 5 because we had such a long show. There was a lot of chatting going on. It was a good show. So I keep track of everyone, and then every once in a while I put the names on a spinny wheel, and we're going to do a giveaway next week. And it's everyone that's participated. Only once. If you participate 7 times, you still get 1. I like to keep it even. Everyone has a fair shot. So Horse Racing Live's pretty much, I think, the funnest game you can play with chat. We can do 6. I try to get it up because this is my own version of the game. I'd like to have more maybe someday, but not yet.
This is a 5 furlong race coming up here.
For retro's sake says, howdy, Cyrus. I caught you on the last stream with 3 other guys also. Too bad on blue. You didn't have a clue. Oh, he's a poet and didn't know it.
He caught me. What was I doing?
What kind of stream was it, Cyrus?
I would have got away with it too. If it wasn't for you crazy kids and meddling.
Wasn't on OnlyFans, was it?
Not. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so we got Lessie, orange, 250. Orange. We got Sean. Wait, I'm on the right one, right? Yes, I'm on the right one. 3 of 5. Sean, 250, red, orange. Red, orange. And then we've got David, 100, exact bet, pink, red. Pink, red. Kurt Bradshaw, 200, red, pink. Retro Sake says no fans.
Yeah, I saw that. That's more appropriate, I think.
Not only fans.
Yeah.
Okay, you are out.
Very lonely fans. Very lonely.
I don't know how much money I have. Where we at here? Come on. 550. Oh boy, if I want any chance, I got to do
Telling you
exact
guys.
bet as well. 5 muddy. Boy, orange came in last. I'm
Telling you
gonna
guys
go-
that pink, man, that's the way to go. Trust me.
Yep, pink. And
Don't bet on blue.
red.
Don't bet on blue. Blue
Pink and
doesn't know
red.
what it's doing. Blue has also. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. That's not right.
David says, "I'm taking Cyrus's advice here."
Don't say it like that.
All right, so David, 100, exact the bet. Pink and then red.
By the way, I do not offer actual betting advice. This is for entertainment purposes only.
So we got Sean, your new leader, 250 red orange. Kurt Bradshaw is number 3. He's going exact the bet as well. We pretty much have to if we want a shot at Sean, your new leader. After that exact the bet win last race. Kurt Bradshaw 200 on red pink. Cyrus is out. I am going 100 pink red. Gotta be different, Kurt.
A lot of red.
We have Lefty, your early leader, won the first race ever. 250 on orange. Single horse bet here. All right, let's check those odds before we hand it again over to Cyrus. 5 furlongs money conditions. After all bets are placed, we have the odds: pink 7-2, red 3-2, orange 3-1, and blue 9-2. If blue wins, that's some big payout. I don't think anyone picked blue though. They learned from your mistakes.
Watch blue win. Watch
pink is all in. Pink is all in. All right, guys, here we go. Race 3 of 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got pink, red, blue, and orange comes out to a early lead, and pink falls back into nothing. What is going on tonight? I cannot believe this crap. Orange is out in the lead, and here comes red up behind orange. Red is smelling something on orange that it likes, but it doesn't like it enough to stay behind because red is taking off like a firecracker or a rocket or some sort of explosive device. But all the other horses seem to be having trouble actually racing. Orange was actually a horse wasn't even on my radar, and it was holding in there for a little while, but it's gone. And this wasn't even close. Red had this thing from the beginning, and that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, what the hell? And there's pink. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about the pink situation. And that's not the first time I've said that.
Pink can come from behind, right?
Well, yeah. If you put 200 in the pink, then no, never mind.
So we've got Lessie, 3 races, 2 wins, 250 on orange. I don't think the odds are very good. Oh, what did we do here? Oh, it's red orange. Never mind. I screwed that up. Not calling it. I wasn't paying attention. So Sean wins an exacta bet again. Look at that crap.
Wow. Guys, I hate to tell you this, but I don't think there's any way anybody could beat Sean.
Not now. We've got literally 2 races. If anyone wants a shot, sorry, I was thinking orange one. I don't know what I was doing. If anyone wants to catch Sean, exacta bet. Split what the money you have into 2 and do an exacta bet each time. It's your only shot because Sean is at $5,650. So let's get into this. We've got all returning horses, 5 furlongs muddy, another repeat race. We've got green, violet, yellow, and blue. So place your bets. Place your bets.
I have no advice. I don't listen to anything.
Tell us what not to do. Tell us what not to do.
Well, if I say it's a good idea, then do the opposite. So,
Kurt said it.
Yes, exactly. Yes. I don't even know. I have no idea what to tell you guys. I don't know.
For Retro Sake says, Sean, go get a lottery ticket, man. Sean's won at least 1, maybe 2. He's played several of these. Salvador is by far has the most wins. Oops, I forgot to do race 4. Oh well, too late now. So we've got, let's see, violet, yellow. The 250 is a max, so I'll put you down at 250.
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you that 250 is the
I
max.
tried to get him to do. He couldn't do it easily. I wanted no limit on the final race. So if you had the money, you could bet whatever. But maybe in the future. So we've got Leslie 250, violet, yellow, violet, yellow. Let me put it up here. I used to do that. David 200 on violet. We've got Sean going for big money. He's going for the kill here. Another exact bet.
Well, why not? He's got so much money, might as well. I mean,
He's won 2 in a row. Violet and yellow.
I think I'm not gonna make any statements because I'm the jinx tonight. It's me. So I'm not gonna say nothing.
Roll reversal. 250 on violet, yellow. Who am I missing? Oh, just me. Oh boy. I was writing everyone's, didn't even blue, yellow, violet, 5 money.
Yeah. They Leslie was saying maybe they should have waited for Sean to bet. You want to
Sean will
change
bet first because he's winning.
if you want to change your bet, you can.
The leader, we haven't really done it on a 5-horse race, but at 5 on, whoever is winning has to bet first, because there are some strategies you can use to keep that lead. Like if someone's in second, you can continuously bet what they bet and they can't ever catch you. So we started that per a few people's requests. If you're leading, especially by far, you bet first after race 5. Yes, the new one still has that. That was one of the asks whenever he made the game. And he says he might go back and revisit it at a later date if we keep playing it a lot. He thought we weren't playing it very much. I'm like, dude, we play this all the time. I've got a stack of papers from games. Sometimes we're playing it on the show. Sometimes we're just going live and playing it. That's what we should do, too. On another day, we can just go live and right to the game after introductions. All right, let's get them in. Second to last race. This is race 4 or 5. We've got David, 200 on violet. Single horse bet for the first time of the game for David. He's all in, too, on violet. We got your leader, 2 exacta bet wins in a row. Sean Olson, he's going for a kill with another max bet, exacta bet. Violet to win. Yellow in the 2. Then we've got Kurt Bradshaw in the 3. Kurt's going 250 max bet as well. Exacta bet, violet and yellow. Going the same as your leader. Cyrus is out. Myself. Oh, I didn't put an amount. That's cool. 225 exacta bet, red and violet. Oop. What did I do here? Oh my gosh, I looked at the wrong stuff. You'd think I'd be above doing that crap. Let's do yellow. I'll do the backwards. Stay on there. I'm going to go. I don't want to pick the same. Pick violet to win. And what should I pick, Cyrus?
Green and blue.
I got violet to win. Who's second?
Yellow.
That's the same as those guys.
Sorry.
My odds are going to go.
Well, I mean, we've seen what green and blue do. They suck, you know.
Yeah. All right, so I've got violet and yellow. And then we've got Leslie, 250, violet and yellow.
This is a short race.
It's going to be 1-to-1 odds on that violet and yellow.
Like literally everybody.
Ron's loving this. Everyone picked violet to win. Everyone with exacta bet picked yellow for the 2 spot.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, but watch what happens, because this freaking game, it's unpredictable.
You want it? You change yours? Yeah, green, blue. Oh, green, blue. Okay, I can change it because I have a cool version like that. Did you want to change the amount of 250? You cannot do this on the original horse racing. Where'd it go? Just went off. Green, blue.
Yeah, Sean, some BS is about to happen. That's how this game works. That's how this game works.
Gotta shiny fix. The game will cheat now. Yeah, okay, let's go check the odds. Look at that. Violet 1-2. Green
Wow.
4-1, blue 6-1, and yellow 23-2.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen one that high.
Nuh-uh. I've never seen anything close to that.
All right,
Wow.
race 4 or 5. Here we go. Hand it over to Cyrus.
Green, violet, blue, and yellow. Who will win? And they are off and coming out to a quick lead. It looks like blue. Blue of all horses, all of a sudden decides it knows how to race. But Violet is coming up with Blue. Violet's like, look, buddy, I beat you before. I'll beat you again. And Blue's like, all right, whatever. I don't care anyway. I'm going to go sit back over here. And Violet is taking the lead. Green is hanging back in there. It's trying to find some kind of a burst of speed, but it just doesn't have it anymore. Yellow is taking a piss back at the back. We don't even care. But it looks like this is not even close. Once again, Violet is destroying everyone. Blue is going to come in second for some reason. I think the other horses are just feel sorry for Blue at this point, and they let it come in second. But that's it. That's what happened. I'm sorry, guys. That's how it goes. That's how horse racing go.
David taking a win with a single horse bet. Let's see here.
Wow.
I believe that was it. Final race. This is 4 furlongs on turf. Final race of the night. All returning horses. Blue, violet, red, and yellow. Place your bets. Let me get race 5 in here.
Wow.
Final race of the night, guys.
Violet.
Sean, go ahead and throw out a bet quickly.
Blue sucks, but for some reason did better that time. Yellow.
Don't do that when I take a drink.
I'm sorry, dude. Yellow, whatever. I don't even know. It's going to be violet and then red, probably, right?
Make sure. I'm not very good at actually looking through this and picking. So David or Leslie, 250 max bet.
It's 4 furlongs though.
Red and violet.
It could
be a short race.
Hang on, guys. Think for a second. What happened last time?
David.
Violet and blue, right? It could be violet and blue.
Yeah, David, you won, but it was because of the odds. Final race, where is it? Let's see. Kurt Bradshaw, 175. Violet and red.
Yeah, those odds will destroy your winnings, man.
For retro's sake, says blue for the W. I highly doubt it, but stranger things have happened. Where's Sean? Place your bet, Sean. Looking forward, Sean.
Sean, just give up.
Violet and red.
Sean's like, whatever. I'm going to bed.
David, I'll assume you're going max bet. Yeah, figured. 250 red, violet. And
yeah, blue did get second
red,
this time.
violet.
Blue did get second. That's a good point.
All right, let's get in.
Also, remember how crappy blue had been before that. So,
yeah,
I don't know.
David, max bet, as he should be doing, exacta bet, violet and red. We've got Sean, your leader since race 2. 250, exacta bet, red and violet. Opposite of David's bet. Then we've got Kurt Bradshaw, 175, violet red. This is the last of his change. He loses this one. He's going to be bumming a ride home. Violet red. 250. Oh, like 225, I guess. Because I'm broke. I'll be with Kurt. Red and violet. And then Lessie. 250 red violet.
If I want to make a prediction right now, it's that Sean is going to win. That's my prediction.
David says, if I lose, I'll have just enough to buy you dinner, Casey. And I need that. I'm freaking hungry. I never eat this late. All right, let's check the odds before we get into it. 4 furlongs, a really short race. Turf.
Wow. God, imagine if somebody picked yellow and yellow won.
Oh, man, look at those. 21-2. So blue 11-2, violet 2-1, red 1-1, yellow 21-2.
Yeah, you're not going to.
All right, Here we go. Final race of the night. Let's do it.
Here we go. Blue, violet, yellow, and red. The horses are ready. Are you ready? Because they're off. And the race looks exciting this time because every single one of these horses knows this is the last race, and whoever loses goes to the glue factory. They're all actually racing. Every single one of them. Red is in the lead, but yellow is right behind that. Violet and blue are actually trying to keep up this time. They remember what the concept of racing is. Yellow is finding strength, holding in there, but red, the horse that almost won, is about to be the horse that won it all because this thing is over. Wow. Red wins, and that is your race, and that is your night, ladies and gentlemen.
Blue was a spoiler.
Yeah.
I had red, but I had violet in the 2, and violet was last. Wow, almost everybody bankrupt. Some of us have a little bit of money.
Blue came in. You remember the last race? Blue came in second, right? And so I guess it figured out maybe it was nursing an injury in the beginning or something, but yeah.
Took a while to get warmed up.
Yeah.
Didn't want to go to the glue factory.
Yeah.
All right, so big winner with 5150 of all numbers to end with. He's crazy. Sean Olson, big winner. Congrats, Sean. Sean's one of my oldest buddies.
Sean's buying the drinks. Thank you, Sean.
What about a ride home, Sean?
Yeah, there might be 3 of us that need a ride home.
Let me catch back over to here. All right, guys. Thank you for coming on. And if you guys are new to Horse Racing Live and you played, you will be in the giveaway for next week. Where is my paperwork?
What are you giving away?
Homebrew game.
Do I need to sing the song? Because I don't really want to. I'm pretty tired. I'm not going to sing. Nobody needs to hear that shit. You're hungry. I don't want to ruin your appetite.
Yeah, so this is a fun game to play. And I can't remember if you were here earlier. Cyrus is the original guy. I've been doing it for a while. It's fun to do a chat. It's a little exciting. Sometimes the races are pretty exciting. Normally we do 10 races. This was a shortened one because the show went for so long beforehand. But I want to thank everyone. That's going to do it for tonight's show. A big thanks to Cyrus for coming on and being a co-host for this one. It was great having you on. I appreciate it. Make sure you check out his channel because I do have his YouTube and his Rumble links in the description already. So go give him a sub. Cyrus is great. Also, if you haven't already, give the show a like. And if you're new here and you're watching, you haven't subbed, I'm trying to get to 500 subs. I've got the watch hours. I'm really close to that 500 mark. I'd appreciate a sub. I put out Intellivision content daily for a while. We've got the show weekly. After these crazy videos, I got some other ideas for a lot of cool videos. So make sure you tune in next Monday, 5:30 Pacific. I'm not really sure of the content yet. I've got a few things in the works, but I haven't nailed down next week's show. It may turn out to be another gameplay video. I've got a lot of games from the Homebrew highlights that I need to get some deeper gameplay into. Once I catch up, that will slow down, but I'm trying to do more episodes like that so I can catch up on them. And then we'll start getting into more interviews and different things. We're working on a game show still. For those of you who haven't heard, we're doing Intellivision Jeopardy. We've got some work started on that. going to be talking to a few people that are involved. That should be a fun one, just like this one. Not as many people can play, but it'll be fun and lots of Intellivision trivia, which that's going to be the fun part. I think I'm going to have just as much fun with the guys making the boards as I am the guys playing it. So, all right, guys, that'll do it. Next week is episode 32. We're getting somewhere. Hope you guys can make it. And thanks for watching tonight. And again, thank you, Cyrus, for coming on. Stick around for a second. So good night, everyone. We will see you soon.